you'll notice the last one ended really abruptly, and it's because in the I liked it with both lights on anyway. In the Octoween Spirit, I thought, ooh, maybe I'll turn some more lights off. Won't that be atmospheric? Won't it be atmospheric? And it was so atmospheric that it was like I became Jason, and my PS4 was a camp counselor, because I killed it. I didn't realize this, I plugged it into the same power strip that my lights are plugged into, because it goes to a switch. So yeah, that was dumb. Nobody's watching this anyway, so who gives a shit? I gives a shit. That's who. But we're back in it to win it. Well on our way to level 31, which will give me Meatball Jason, and also just fun, because I like playing this game. Yeah, so be careful. Make sure you know what shit's plugged into before you start flipping switches like a dipshit. Like a mat. Yeah. So that's, heck of a Friday the 13th. It spooked me out because my PS4 made weird noises. They don't like to be turned off from the power source. Be kind to your PS4. Okay, but I was so scared that like I burned it out because it was acting a little fucky at first. I'm like, oh no, that would have made me so sad. But no, I'm not. Now I'm not. I think people were. I think I'm just gonna talk about 09 Jason forever. I think people were down on that one because Michael Bay is a producer on it, and you know that's scary for the wrong reasons. You don't want Michael Bay anywhere near your movie, unless it's Con Air and a little bit The Rock. Did he do Con Air? I don't remember. It seems like he did Con Air. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna look that up. Fuck it. Con Air is great. I think, right? We all agree Con Air is a wonderful feature film. I mean, it's insane, but Air. But yeah, so Jason had like some fake outs, clever ideas, because it explained. So in the game, it explained Jason's ability to be everywhere at any time with the funny VHS glitch teleporting thing. But in 09 Jason, they explain it by saying that there was an abandoned mine system underneath Camp Crystal Lake, and I thought that was clever. That was also Jason's lair. It's cool. It's a solid movie. It's the protectors are insufferable. You know that a lot. West. We'll paint my little red wagon. You know what's funny? If it wasn't Michael Bay, I would have guessed like John Woo. Because of Face Off. Which Face Off, that's another. Wow. These are movies I did not give a shit about when they came out, but then I didn't see any of those until like 5 years ago. I didn't see Con Air or Face Off until like fairly recently, and they're so much fun. Oh yeah. Man, bummer for that poor schmuck. He dies in every scenario. Sorry. Alright. Oh yeah. Hey man, you got some grass. He sounds too serious. I just want him to be Cheech and Chong. He's not. He's just a guy who dresses like a stoner. And has statistics like a stoner. Oh, the propeller right off the bat? We're going boating, baby! I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Oh yeah, give me them firecrackers. We're cooking. We're making it. Stony Jones is getting home. to smoke a bowl. We're kind of near the boat. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, it's happening. Hey man. They should have let me voice this guy. No, they shouldn't have. It was a wise choice to not do that. Oh, 9 Jason ends in a barn. Well, has a big showdown in a barn, and they hang him, just like part 3. Yeah. I would, in my hierarchy of Jason films, I would put 09, like, high middle. And so, oh yeah, I don't know if I think I mentioned this. Ted, or a friend of the stream, Ted, oh, look at this repair skill. Yeah, he put together his own cut of the movie that puts in the, oh yeah, I talked about that. It puts in the old school score. Oh, hi. Oh dear. Shit. Shortest, oh, god damn it. Oh, I got too cocky. I started fixing that boat. Just deflate. Okay, maybe I'll get to be Tommy. That guy fucking was gunning for me. Propeller's on, bitch. Like, sorry. Sorry, Jason. Somebody else could boat home. Who we got? We got Goth Lady. We got Stoner Part 2. We got Tough Guy. We got Jock Girl just chilling at the graveyard. Which I'm always a little annoyed with that, but it fucking works! If you just stand still, if you stand still in a remote area, he won't find you. Okay, cool, and so, there's not that many people left. Alright, Stony. Let's see what you got. There's a secret achievement where he builds a van that's made out of hemp, and it burns weed, and it gets Jason high if he's behind it. That's a reference to a little movie called Up in Smoke, which I saw way too many times in middle school because Comedy Central used to play it constantly. And it's a dumb stoner movie. Kinda love it though. I think it's directly responsible for getting me to calm the fuck down a little bit. I think my peak uptightness was through middle school, and then it's been a downward curve ever since, and now I'm still pretty uptight, let's be totally honest. But I'm way more chill than I used to be. It's Ted. Who is banging down the door for Chuck? I don't know. I don't know. I got destroyed, Ted. I was real cocky because Dude Man's repairs, because I was playing as this guy, because how could I not? It's amazing. Well, maybe so, but the thing is, this game, it was me, but then I died very early. Because I was talking about your cut of 09, Jason. I was jazzed about that, so I wasn't focused. I'm gonna blame you. It's your fault. Thanks a lot, Ted. No. You gotta have a stoner, right? And it's not a slasher movie if you don't hit your pothead archetype. I'm psyched to see him. I'm just, oh yeah, such a good kill. Oh, and it bounced off the barn. Excellent. Love it. Yeah, Ted, we Jess and I watched to celebrate Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Blessings. No, Nightmare on Elm Street had a stoner. Right? Or was that Freddy vs. Jason, where Freddy turns into a caterpillar? Like an Alice in Wonderland style hookah caterpillar? Did none of them have a stoner until 6? Okay. That was Freddy vs. Jason. Okay. I mean, it is a, I don't know. I like cliches sometimes. Or at least in something like this, where it's a celebration of an entire franchise. 6 was Freddy's dead. Oh shit, he just got up! That was awesome, he popped up right in front of him. I love this game because it is an accidental, for real slasher movie moment generator because of shit like that. They built an ecosystem for crazy shit to happen in, and I love that as a game type. It does. It's a loaded statement when I say I like cliches. I just think in something like this where they're celebrating the entire franchise, and in a way the whole genre of slasher movies, or category of slasher movies. I know genres are stricter than that, but I don't know. I want to see representation. I want to see the whole spectrum of things that you experience wherein slasher movies has the heroine as a not virgin. Yeah, it is a bunch. That's true. Well, that's when and I think, what was it? Was it Scream that first kind of codified these not quite true rules? They're broad generalizations that apply in a lot of situations, but naturally not all of them. I will say the one I am done with is, oh, the black guy always dies first. Black guy dies first. And it's like, in like 2 movies, every other movie, it's, who knows, it's a crapshoot. I love Scream. You're crazy, Ted. Ted, you're crazy. I love Scream. Scream was my gateway drug to this whole thing, man. Maybe I was just the right age when it came out. And by right age, I mean technically a little too young, because I remember my sister and her cool older friends watching things like Scream, and I was like, ooh, oh, and I was too scared to watch it. Scream acted like it was above all the other slasher movies, and it was just another slasher movie. See, I feel like my reading of it, I don't think Scream thought it was above slasher movies. It felt to me like it was kind of poking at people who thought they were above slasher movies. You know what I mean? Because it ends up being a really fun slasher in its own right. 4 rules. 2 was okay. 2 and 3 were okay. But 4 was fucking tight. I liked 4 a bunch. I mean, that whole quadrilogy I got a big kick out of. But mostly 1 and 4. I could see that. I could see that, but again, it was an early one for me, so it's always got a big soft spot. 3 had a really contrived twist, right? That's the one where the killer is like Sidney's long lost half brother or something. Everyone's mad about Sidney's mom forevermore in that franchise, and it definitely felt strained, to put it gently, by part 3. Seen it twice, once in theaters. Yeah. Well, and with the Scream sequels, one of the most fun things is checking in on the Stab franchise. That's one of my favorite things. Oh, these two sticking together. Smart. She's not sticking together. Less smart. I'll always be grateful to Scream for reigniting the slasher genre. Like, if you look at the late 90s, early aughts, it's just lousy with all these cash-in movies. I thought Stab was cute. I thought that was a funny idea. I'm a sucker for meta shit, though. Ted, have we talked about Cabin in the Woods? I feel like we did. I don't remember where you stand on it, though, because I also love Cabin in the Woods. I have a feeling, though, that was a sour note for you. Yeah, I also really liked Cabin in the Woods. That's an interesting take, Ted, because you had also said that about the Final Destination movies. Now, do you feel those two are mean-spirited in the same way? Or, because here's my guess. I'm gonna guess, because Final Destination is just life is out to kill you, and that's mean-spirited. And then with Cabin in the Woods, it's kind of like, fuck you, horror movies. But I'm curious to see what mean-spirited means to you for those two different movies. I love them both. But as you once hilariously put, I notoriously like everything. And I think it's true. You have to really fuck up for me to not like your movie. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sure. So they're mean-spirited in the same way, where it's like, well, everything's kind of futile. Or futile because just everybody loses. And that is a bummer ending. When I was watching 09, Jason, because it was the first time I had seen it since it came out, we got to the end and I'm like, do they kill everybody in this one? And I mean, they kind of do with like a jump scare at the end, but they give you a nice resolution before the fake out last second kill, which I was glad for. Because yeah, I do agree. I make an exception for Final Destination because there's usually one protagonist who makes it to the beginning of the next movie. But yeah, Cabin in the Woods ends with the end of the world, which doesn't track as mean-spirited for me because that's such an outrageous ending to your slasher spoof. Like, holy shit, they went big and went home, and I'm okay with that. I think that's a funny way to wrap it up. What's really weird to me is that there's still a contingent of people who are like, you know, I hope they make a sequel to Cabin in the Woods. And it's like, the world ended, bro! Like, it's done! Well, yeah, true. It's not spoofy like Airplane or something like that, but it's very meta and very genre savvy. It's interesting when people say like, oh, I'd love to see a sequel. I guess they're talking about like it'd be a totally different movie. It'd be a post-apocalyptic like demon movie, which would be cool.
Oh God!
But what the fuck does that have to do with Cap? That's a different movie at that point. Yes, it totally.
Help me, please!
So many traps on this car.
No.
Oh, you know what, Ted? I almost want to watch Phantasm Ravager purely to get on the same page as you with that. And actually, all these franchises, I was just thinking about this. All these horror franchises, I think I'm going to just sit down with and watch them all at some point. Because I'm finding I just like all of this shit.
Fuck you!
Sci-fi in 2 hours? Oh, that's right! That's right! Oh, that's trippy. Now, would I need to see 2 and 3 for Ravager's 4, right? So would I need to see 2 and 3 first? Because I've only seen 1. And I really liked 1. Speaking of Phantasm, did you see John Dies at the end? Because that's the same director. And I really like the book. Ravager's 5. Okay. So yeah, multiple questions for you, Ted. Do I need to see 2, 3, and 4? And did you, yeah, John Dies at the end was sweet. I did, you know, to be a douche. I liked the book better, but I thought it was a pretty solid adaptation of crazy source material, like near unadaptable source material. Like it was a valiant effort. I'd love to see them do movies of the follow-up books too. The second one is This Book is Full of Spiders, which I guess you'd have to change to This Movie is Full of Spiders, which is kind of cute. Ravager doesn't really have anything to Part 1, let alone... Oh, anything to do with Part 1, let alone 2, 3, and 4. Okay. It'd be better if you'd seen them all, but Ravager is way off on its own. Alright. Maybe I will. Oh, she's good. She's a good dodger. John Dies Coscarelli, yeah. That makes sense. And yeah, he having seen Phantasm, it's like, oh, this is John Dies at the end is like the perfect amount of weird for Coscarelli. Yeah, I think I'm okay with, well, I was gonna say I think I'm okay with these horror franchises where like even if there are some like crappy oh he figured you out. That's awesome. This is smart Jason. I love seeing a good Jason player. Oh, so yeah, horror franchises. Like, the one that's been on my mind a lot is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I love the first one. And the second one has some, like, wonderful ideas, but overall, I kind of hated the movie. Oh, he does twirl his spirit like Clint Eastwood. Oh, shit. That's awesome. No, dude, I don't think you're the only one. I think I watched it with somebody who hated it. That is, you want a mean-spirited movie, that is some evil shit. It launched him. Yeah, no, that's some pretty heavy shit. So, TCM 2 and 3 and the 2003 remake. Alright. I loved, well, what sold me, among other things, what sold me about 2 was finding out that Dennis Hopper plays an unhinged sheriff with chainsaws on his hips, like a gunslinger, and he has chainsaw sword fights with Leatherface. I'm like, fuck yeah, sign me up. But there's something about it, like, it doesn't click, the tone is weird. Yeah, it just, something about it didn't stick for me. Yeah, and there was a really high emphasis on the Leatherface's like brother, who he was like a Vietnam vet with like a big metal plate, and he kept this was the weirdest goddamn thing. I still think about it. He would heat up the wire hanger and then like jab at his head meat and then eat it. I'm like, is this fucking Goldmember? What is going on? Yeah, right? Dennis Hopper as Chainsaw Sheriff. I'm like, yes. Excellent. Yes, please. Perfect film. 10 out of 10. And then you watch it and you're like, I guess it's like 5 out of 10. It was just okay. And so I haven't watched the other Texas Chainsaws yet. But I think I'm going to suck it up and power through all of them. Because, like with Friday the 13th, 7's my fucking favorite one. And you can't even... When it comes to horror movie reviews, unless it's like a horror reviewer, they kind of don't get it, or they're harsh. I don't know. They don't. It's a weird situation where what I want out of a horror movie tends to be a little different from what I want out of any other genre. It's just like kaiju movies. There's a different set of criteria that I look for that make a satisfying kaiju movie or make a satisfying horror movie. Yes. Yep. That was exactly Ted. Hopper and Leatherface duking it out for the couple minutes they did was like the highlight of the movie. I love the premise of 7. I like the story. I really like the story. I like the idea of off-brand Carrie versus Jason. It just clicks for me. And yeah, there's a bunch of problems with it. They dialed back all the gore, like noticeably. But yeah, I don't know. It just struck me as a really clever premise. I like where they go with it. Same thing out of all movies, just for that genre standards. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Ted. I think I'm in that boat. I don't know. But yeah, Godfather is very good, and so is Friday the 13th Part 4, but in their respective genres. And I would argue for different reasons, but 4 is great. 7's my favorite Friday, but I think 4 is probably the best. Or at least 4 is my other favorite. It could just be that I really like 4 a lot. Others. Friday. Oh fuck! Come on, really? Oh yeah, that's that new Jason though. That is exciting. I'm gonna get. Oh god, I gotta be careful. This is a very poorly defended building. But yeah, Friday the 13th Part 7 has one of my favorite, like, non-jump scares, where there... Or is that... I don't know if that's... I think that's Part 7. Where it's the dark kitchen, and, he's just standing in the back of the room, and then lightning strikes, and you see him while there's a character in the room unaware of him, and I fucking love that. Handed off any non-Jason effects shooting to an assistant director. You gotta care about the non-Jason stuff. On the Blu-ray, you don't see Jason anymore? Oh, that fucking sucks. See, yeah, man, for certain things, I love the picture quality of Blu-ray, but for some stuff, it's just not the same. I think horror, you don't, at least with like pre-2000s era horror, you don't want that sharp clarity. There was, I think I talked about this, I might have even talked about this last night. There's a cool video essay that somebody did saying that VHS was like kind of an ideal medium for horror movies because the picture quality was so bad. I think it's nostalgia. It's a ton of nostalgia. And there's something about that grainy picture. It's like well, and I know you're no fan of Texas Chainsaw, but like the shitty film stock, it makes it look like a snuff film, or it looks like you found something you weren't supposed to, and it adds to the atmosphere. That's true. Any Freddy movie you want some crystal clear ass picture for. Texas Chainsaw, though, gets by on the grainy film stock, though. You don't VHS or no, it still has that kind of gnarly look to it. All right, let's gas. Oh fuck! it's okay. I got hell spray.
Help me!
I got hell spray. Just gotta make sure Jason's not breathing down my throat. Okay. Look at this repair stat. And I still fucked it up. Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is right.
It's okay, dude. No. I can do it all. I'm the real deal. I'm gonna bounce. Oh, shit. Oh, no! There we go. I'm gonna spook him with my fireworks. I'm gonna spray up. I wonder if I would love this. There's no way to know this, but I really hope Jason players gun for this stoner character on principle. I would be okay with that if it was just players really getting into character. Yeah, go get him, pal. Aw, Ted, I'm sorry to hear this has been the worst Friday the 13th in recent memory. What's up? I hope you're okay. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's okay. But if you do want to talk about it, I'm nosy as shit. Like Fraser Crane, I'm listening. Why do you have gas, bro? Ah, we just need to start that car. It's ready. Dude, I'm so glad we got... I love getting new Jasons because it's fun to get, like, new Jasons with new stats and new kills. But, like, just the music is worth it. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to take today off work so I could really go hog wild with the Friday the 13th stuff and have, like, a movie marathon and play this all night. But, you know, it just happens. Hey, Friday the 13th, unlucky day. That's all it is. Who's Riki Hashimoto? Is that an... Oh, fuck, it's the two-seater. Oh, damn. Brutal. Brutal. Alright, that's why that guy had the gas can. He was being forward-thinking. Ah, that is a bummer. I'm so over the people who, like, get pissy whenever you see someone sad about a famous person dying. There's always that person who's like, "Why do you care? You didn't know him. You're just doing this to draw attention to yourself." And it's like, sure, I bet that happens, but what the fuck? Get out of here. He fought Bruce Lee. That's amazing. That's cool though. What a cool career, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm capable of empathy. What a crime. You know, I will say I feel like I see that less these days, but that could be because I'm on social media less. Social media is this weird thing that I compulsively look at all the time, and it makes me want to blow my brains out. I rarely get anything good out of it, but it's just an addiction at this point. Oh, that's awesome! That's so. I need to see. I've only seen the first Daimajin. I've been meaning to check out 2 and 3. That first movie is gorgeous, though. Yeah, that is a big part of why I'm on there too, Ted. It is as shitty as it is, like 90% of the time. It is a handy way to keep in touch with people that are far away. All 3 of them are great. Cool. Were those shot back to back? Because they came out really quickly within one another. Best one's the first. Ooh, yeah, snow. Anytime you can get kaiju stuff in snow, I'm way on board, because that almost always looks amazing. And they don't do it often, which is super interesting to me. Like, why not go for that? Oh, the car is parked! I bet Jason got to him. I'm sorry, fellas. I think the snow is a big part of why I love Son of Godzilla so much. It's such a cool effect, and like it seems pretty easy to pull off. The Majin movies were made at the Kyoto branch of Daiei, which was a madman with shooting. They cranked out quality and quantity. I believe it. Yeah, Gamera. I love those Gamera movies, but super high quality isn't the first thing that comes to mind. I do love them. I fucking love those Gamera movies, though. Ah, this place got raided. Oh yeah, the yokai films. I'm psyched to check those out. I caught a little bit of Spook Warfare, and it turned my brain inside out. I'm like, what is this? Samurai movies are a big blind spot for me. The only one I've seen is Lone Wolf and Cub, which was beautiful. But yeah, samurai movies and like old school kung fu. Those are 2 genres I desperately need to play catch up on. Ah, Hashimoto's in Spook Warfare. That's awesome. I'll have to keep an eye out for him. The yokai stuff in general, like even beyond the movie series, there's like a cartoon show that is a huge deal in Japan, and I mean, and just of course as like folklore things, I'd love to take a crash course on that, because the yokai, at least as an outsider, it seems to be like a creepy Japanese equivalent to like the Greek mythology pantheon. Like there's this sprawling cast of interesting supernatural characters, and pretty much dying to check that out. I will get to them when I get to them. I'm just impatient and I want to watch everything right now, which I can't. My brain can't do that. Damn, Jason busted out the windows. What a dick. That's how I play. I try to crack out every window so the fuckers slice themselves up jumping through it. Man. Damn, nobody's done anything with the four-seater car. Oh, and they pieced out. Shit. Oh no, it's still... Never mind. I just didn't see it. It's still there. I'm gonna... Fuck it. I'm gonna make my way to that car. New game plan. Oh, not through there. Alright. It is neat being tangentially aware of the yokai, like, just as a complete outsider, because when you do see it, it's like, what? The umbrella that has, like, one eyeball and a big tongue hanging out, and the lady with the super long neck. And of course, and Kappas, I don't know how to say it, but that turtle duck man who's got the bull for a head, and if you trick him into bowing, his water will slide out, and that's how you beat him. Love it. That's so... Oh, fuck. Yeah, of course Jason's hanging out by the car. What kind of dingbat Jason wouldn't be camping out next to it? They're scary in the first movie, but they're heroes in the second. Love that. That's such a cool progression. Oh, fuck. He doesn't like me. Oh, crap. He's just oh god. He's just following my scent trail of patchouli. Baseball bat? Yeah, we'll take it. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna click that later, Ted.
Copy on mineral therapy.
Oh, Copper Dog's coming? Hell yeah. I'm excited to yank his arm off. Yeah, Virus is fun. I don't know if on my last viewing I was just super tired, but something about it left a bad taste in my brain. So I'm excited to revisit that with fresher eyes. Because that's a wild ass like the creature design in that is crazy. It might have been I think it was the stock footage, and it gets to such a slow start that, and I mean, we spend so much time with two stupid boys, and it's like, and it's not that, like, I don't like kids in movies. It was specifically those two boys kind of sucked, at least compared to the kids in, like, Guiron. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like it took forever for the movie to get going, and maybe it was just the stock footage. Because, yeah, it's just like the first act and a half is just like a greatest hits reel. That's a bad way to use stock footage. Godzilla's Revenge did that shit right. Yeah. I might be getting it mixed up. What's the one... not Jiger, but the other one where there's just two boys dicking around in a submarine? I might be getting it mixed up. It's been a while since I've watched Virus. Alright. Yeah, so they both have a sub. Oh, it's the same sub. I didn't realize that. I love Jiger. That is one of my favorites. I think Virus will, I think its standing will improve on another viewing. It's over here. Yeah, I'll be giving it another chance. That'll get reviewed, not soon, because there's so much Ultraman to review, but it'll be getting reviewed. Zigra I haven't actually seen all the way through. That's one I've seen in chunks, and I think all my chunks overlap, but I haven't watched it start to finish. I'm kind of excited to, but it seems like one of the weaker Showa movies. The Jiger kids are dope. Those kids are fucking sweet. Guiron the kids are buttholes, but it's kind of funny. They seem like they seem really tired, which kind of cracks me up. And Guiron mostly gets by on everything else. Yeah, after what I've heard about what was going on at Dai during that, it is. It's a miracle that they even completed a movie. And Zegra's a cool-looking monster. Like, there's no way around that. I mean, granted, it's just a weird shark, but I think he's neat. And he talks, right? Like, that's pretty cool. So this thing needs Oh, shit, the gas is right here. We're gonna make this happen. Oh, yeah. There's a real type... Yeah, the goblin shark. That thing is fucking weird looking. The real life version is way stranger than the monster. That was like... oh, shit. There was a Happy Madison movie, which is Adam Sandler's great production company. But there was a movie called, like, Strange Wilderness or something. And from what I never watched it, because I saw the trailer and it looked like crap. But from what I can tell, the only joke they had was the main characters gathered around a TV and they see footage of a goblin shark and they're all like, "What? Whoa!" And it got a chuckle, like the first time I saw it. The next 175 times I saw it, less funny. Zeger can talk. That's cool. I like that. I like the Showa Gamera movies. What they lack in production value, they super make up for with like pure unbridled imagination, and that kind of like we were talking about. It sort of ties in with what we were talking about last night. Like, I'd rather something look cool than realistic. So, and I feel like that's kind of the Gamera series in a nutshell. Oh shit, they're on the other side. I'm so sad we didn't get Gyarasharp. I love the premise for Gamera versus Gyarasharp. That's such a cool twist. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not against realistic stuff. And you know, if you can incorporate realism into your coolness, great. But yeah. Monster movies aren't where I'm looking for realism. Oh my god, I would fucking kill for Gamera destroy all monsters. Maybe not literally kill, but, you know, circumstances. Oh, Jason, I'm going down swinging. No, I'm not. Oh shit, I got killed by the new Jason. No, I don't even care. Oh, no! Worth it. Fucking worth it. I ain't even mad. So good. He turned into a guillotine. I can't wait to unlock that, Jason. Oh, I could have run that long. I'm dumb.
My good boy.
I see the cops. So I'm like, I better get there.
Come home.
Not a lot of patience. Not as patient as I could be. Oh well. Next time. Oh, and you know what, too? I think to prevent things like that, I think while I'm playing, I don't have a timer? I'll have to check. I can't ever remember if I have access to a in-game clock. Whoa, what? That's awesome! He turns the tables. He writes his own new ending to the final chapter. I love that. Alright, I'm probably going to do one more round as Stony Jones and then switch back to random. Man, I am a sucker for new stuff. He slams the cleaver into the side of your face and you fall down. Oh my god. That's genius. Dude, this... I was talking to it. I was talking about it earlier in the stream. This game had a really rocky launch, and you know, it still has issues, but it's such a labor of love. Man, they put so much stuff. Yeah, the fucking new level. Come on, man. I haven't seen the new level yet. Please pick the new level. Please pick the new level. That's the old level. I played that 1,000,000 times. Fuck. No, yeah. This was so clearly made by people who love the franchise, and it bleeds through everywhere, constantly. I love it. I love it. I don't know if you can gamify Nightmare on Elm Street as well as they did with this, but I fucking hope they can, and I hope somebody makes it. I don't think I was on the new level. Maybe I was. You know what? I think I was and just didn't realize it. Have you found the picture of Tina's dad on the wall? I haven't. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I still haven't found any tapes either. I've spent like a decent chunk of time with this, even off stream, and there's still a bunch of shit I haven't found. Have you found the picture of Kane on the wall? Now, see, I have, yeah, the tapes. I've only even heard of a few people finding the tapes. You know, I have seen like the portraits on the walls and probably just didn't realize who they were. I'm gonna keep an eye out though. Gonna keep an eye out for that shit. Pack-a-knack Lodge. This poor schmuck. Silly dumbass gets killed every time. Alright. Let's do this.
Oh, God. What am I gonna do?
Oh, man. Ted, appreciate it. You're a trooper. And, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. If Jason X is calling your name, I get it. Jason just died at the end of 4 a while ago. I fucking love 4. Dude, I know I said 7's my favorite. 7's like my flawed favorite. Like, it's bumpy and lumpy, right? But it's got its moments, and that story is so cool to me. But I mean, 4 is probably the better movie. No, 4 is certainly the better movie. Ah, Jason X is coming up. I fucking love Jason X. That is it's such a dumb movie, but it knows it, and it's so fun. Oh, man. Yeah, oh boy, I bet people don't like Jason X, and they're wrong. They are pull the bug out of your butt. I'm sorry, guys. It's too goddamn fun. How can you be mad at that movie? It's ridiculous. And it has some legit baller kills. The fucking he dips the girl's face in what is it? Liquid hydrogen? The super cold stuff. Dips her face in it, she's screaming, she freezes solid, he pulls her head out, so it shows you, hey look what I did, and then just bashes it against the counter. It's beautiful. Oh, the writer of Friday 7 to do it like 4. Yeah, right, how do you, I don't know. I feel like serious Jason stories, the last like serious Friday the 13th story in that original continuity is 5. I like 5 a lot. I bet, and I can imagine people aren't crazy about 5 because it's so different. And then after that, like, you know, they get a little nutty. They get in your face supernatural with it, and God, 6 is so jokey. I'm gonna give 6 another chance because it seems to be a big fan favorite, but there's just so much. There's so many like attempted jokes that don't land for me. That kill got a standing ovation in theaters. It's too good. There's that one, and then the guy who gets impaled on, and who knows why a spaceship had a giant screw inside it, but they jab the guy on the giant screw, and when they come to him later, he's rotating down it. Beautiful. It's a work of art. It's just too fucking good. What am I heading towards? Oh, these cabins. Oh, there's no boat. So it's probably silly for me to hit these up. But they did plant me in the phone house, so maybe I can find the fuse. Yeah, right. Yeah, Jason is donezo at the end of 4. Oh, okay, I see, they don't come back to it later. That's not the point. The point is I love Dude Man rotating down the screw. It's so perfect. I want to keep the gun. Oh, this place is raided. Fuck. I bet the chick that was running towards me had the fuse. Yeah. Oh, man. There might be a Jason X viewing in my future. It's been a minute since I've seen that one. The whole thing with her nipples is ridiculous. That was a joke that landed. But that was more for how, that was fucking bonkers. That's a fun flick. So yeah, I'm kind of down on 6 for being goofy in a way that doesn't work for me, but I love X, and that's goofy as shit. Yeah, that's right, they lop it off, and he's like, whatever, I'm Jason. Did you forget that I'm Jason? Hi, I'm Jason. Blowjets, fuck that. Yeah, it's so good. He's an unstoppable rage monster. You gotta put him down for good. I mean, it was, but there was with Jason Lives, you had the corporate retreat where they're playing paintball, and he takes a guy's face and smashes it into a tree, and then the tree has a smiley face afterwards. And I'm like, what is this joke supposed? What is this gag? Why did his face make the fucking don't worry be happy smiley face on this tree? Stuff like that bugged me. But that's the thing. Jess and I we're gonna give that one a second chance. Oh yeah, dude. The the replicator thing making Uber Jason is so much fun. They gotta put Uber Jason in here someday. Right, I know that's just a one-off thing, but it was little stuff like that stuck with me about Jason Lives and put a weird funk around it. But that's why we're gonna give it another chance. The protagonist chick with the Corvette, I also remember being obnoxious in a way that was too much. But it's getting another viewing. Between now and the end of Octoween, it'll get another chance. Because I love Zombie Jason, and that's the movie that introduces him. I suppose. Didn't change the fact that she was annoying. Car was sweet though. See, and Ted, you're not alone on that. It is a fan favorite, and Jess and I are just why? So it's gonna get a revisit. Because it could be one of those things. It could be like Gamma vs. Virus, where maybe we were tired, maybe it's the end of the night, and I think a fresh set of eyes will do it some good. Who even what, dude? Jason Goes to Hell was so fucking strange. Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad about that. She just seemed like kind of a douche. But again, these are fuzzy memories from like a couple years ago. Jason Goes to Hell, I love the start of that, and I love, because Jason Goes to Hell is the one where the area around Crystal Lake has like Jason fever, right? Where he's become a weird pop culture phenomenon. Because that's cool. I love that idea. Like, that makes that world feel real. But the rest of the movie, he's like a body-swapping demon worm, and it's like, this isn't what I signed up for. Riki, yo, what up, dude? all'll We'll see. I'm definitely willing to give 6 a big old second chance. Oh, Riki, I couldn't hear you on the chat. You know why? Because I thought you were donezo. I might get killed. Here we go. And I was unplugged. Oh, but Ted couldn't hear you either. I hear something now. Bango. Ooh. Oh. Alright. Hey man, understandable. I missed out. You fuck. So Riccio, for people not in Discord, Riccio was doing the and I fucking missed it. Which maybe it's good I missed it, because I thought Riccio wasn't joining us tonight, so that might have made me pee a little bit. So maybe it's for the best. I would have peed a little bit, also it would have been like, finally, Jason, take me away! Well, like, murder-wise. Not... It's not a fetish, Riccio. Okay? It's a predilection. Just kidding. Or am I? Yeah, it's an... Oh, definitely infatuation. This is nothing real. You know, we would sit down and have drinks once, and I would be over it. Never meet your heroes. That's what they always say. You know, Manfredini is saying... He puts it through the synthesizers and stuff. Dude, Ted! Yeah, no, my whole life I heard... But he was so vehement about, like, it's not that! It's that I'm like, fine. And his justification for it made sense. So I was like, okay, you know... This guy made the music. I'm gonna listen to him. And discount what I'm actually hearing. But, yeah. I like, the explanation for it is cool. Riccio, you are typing like a madman. That's a good point, Ted. Like, what the hell was he doing? But I do like how it works story-wise, because it kind of simulates crazy old Pamela hearing her dead kid telling her to go on a killing spree, and then they reverse it later with Jason hearing Pamela. So, like, I do like that dynamic a bunch. The Voorhees family's fucking crazy. See a doctor, you fucks. He changes it to Kita for kill Tommy. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, part 5 is cool, man. I dig that one. To me, Friday the 13th part 5 is how you do a weird, like an oddball entry in your slasher franchise without doing something completely bonkers. Like Halloween had Halloween Part 3, where they were late in the game being like, no, it's an anthology series, it's a different story every time. And it's like, well, you did 2 in a row with Michael Myers, so we like Michael Myers. And oh, I thought I had another example, but I guess I don't. Well, or later in Friday the 13th, Scrub. Later in Friday the 13th, when they're like, he's a worm demon that jumps bodies now. It's like, fuck you, no, he's not. If you're sick of Jason, just have somebody else to have a copycat killer. I like copycat killers as a sequel hook. Fucking worked for Scream. Whoa, Friday 5 got rushed into production because of a suicide note? Jesus. Who's suicide? Ted, tell me more. I want this juicy gossip. Give me them deets. That's cool. That is cool. I like Tommy Jarvis's arc a lot. Though there is a part of me that, because the end of part 5 strongly teases him finally going off the deep end and Jasoning it up. And I'm glad we didn't get that, but also I kind of wish we did. I want my cake and to eat it too. It's like how I want to travel to the parallel universe where Tom Selleck got to be Indiana Jones instead of Harrison Ford. Because he was their first pick, but he couldn't get out of his Magnum PI contract. Suicide rates were up in 84. One kid's note read, "If Jason dies, I die." Holy shit. Riccio, you thought I was a crazy Jason fan. I at least am not going to kill myself yet. Nerd alert. Not wanting any such repeats, Paramount pushed 5 in production in the only logical manner they could come up with. Yeah. No, 5 is cool. I like that one. I dig the copycat angle is pretty sweet. You get a different mask. I want that guy in this game. That would be dope. Because he's got the his hockey mask, instead of red triangles that point down, he's got blue triangles that point up. And that's a selling point for me in a video game. Because that's what's wrong with my brain. Then after that, fans picketed the studio lot with signs that read, "Bring back Jason." And that's right, I saw there was a long documentary. It was like Crystal Lake Memories that I watched, and the whole thing's on YouTube. It's split up into chunks. Tom Savini hosted it, which he's lovely. I like Tom Savini a lot. And yeah, the Vivant Voorhees is fucking ridiculous. That's cool. That was a neat doc. I like that a bunch. There was also Nightmare on Elm Street had a similar series. I can't remember what it was called, but that was really neat too. But wild times, man. Making slasher franchises in the 80s seems like some crazy shit. Never Sleep Again. Yep. That shit's cool. And they talk about Never Sleep Again talks about how part 2 had like gay undertones. And you hear that, and some fans don't like 2 because of the gay undertones. Like, urgh. It's like, fuck you. But also, so I went into 2, like, wanting it to be full-on, like, Interview with a Vampire, like, not subtext, like, text. I wanted that gayness up front. And it's, after all these years, it was kind of, like, minor. It was a little underwhelming. I'm like, oh, could have been gayer. Oh, well. Because like basically what you got was the main character having a strange like dance party by himself to pop music, cleaning his bedroom, and then every once in a while Freddy would say something to him like, "I want your body," and it's like a little underwhelming, guys. For Friday 5, instead of talking about what really went down, it's just easier to prey on the public cynicisms and be like, they're always gonna make another. Yeah. Yeah, as long as the shit makes money, they're gonna make it. What's going on? I don't have a game plan this time. One of the cars is ready. They radioed for Tommy. I guess I was kind of looking for the fuse. Well, I remember in Crystal Lake Memories they talk about it was either the writer who very clearly was like, he wanted Jason's head to get like bisected, like the top part of his head to be like truly removed and be like, he's fucking dead, it's over. And by even though the knife like sliding through his head is pretty final, that was like they changed up the original death to just in case make it seem like he could come back. Paramount hated the Friday series. Oh right, I didn't remember the specifics, but it was going to be extremely gory and just be like, his brain was destroyed. Like, no fucking way he would come back. And then they danced around it and did the other thing. Oh, that's sweet. So we need the fuse. This is not a very... Shit, okay. And Ted, I'm gonna remember... Oh, it's not a good game, Riki. Oh, whatever. Don't cut yourself on that edge, Rikio. Be careful, my friend. Step back from that edge, my friend. What are you, the guitarist of U2? The Edge? Tom Savini wanted Tommy to rig a microwave gun and blow up Jason's head, which it was... I don't know, Ted. You say that's stupid, but I'm reading that, and I'm picturing it, and that's kind of radical. It doesn't match Friday the 13th. That is a good point. That's just Tom Savini's, like, practical effects gore brain being like, what's the craziest thing we could do? The producer said, no. Oh, Amy Winehouse. R.I.P. What a weird match this turned out to be. We have what I was gonna say, Rikio, was that this is a very, like, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that this Jason is like a not very aggro Jason. Or I'm just lucking out, I guess. It's not a bug. That's up to the player. That's the player's fault. This, the game. I was talking about this earlier. This. Shut up, Rikio. Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. No, man. It's just I like this game because it's just an ecosystem that gives you the tools to create madness, and I like that as a game type. Like if I ever had unlimited programming skill and a budget, I'd make a kaiju wrestling game, and it would mostly be an ecosystem with which to create chaos.
But it's time to come home now.
Oh yeah. Yep. That is. I think both of us. It's always kind of rattling around in the back of our brains. Get good, Jason. That's right, Ted. I'm not gonna be too harsh. It's tough to be Jason, man. It's not easy. Just like in real life, it would be tough to be a 9-foot tall, 400-pound, small-brained murder machine. That's not an easy life. Yeah, just double yourself in size, Ariccio, and get real mad about everything. That's Ted. That's why I'm excited about. I made it to the end by being patient. I like a game that rewards a little patience. Even though because I have none. I'm not a patient person, so that's a mind-blowing concept to me. But eventually, there's going to be some single-player content, and that'll be nice to just chill out and explore these levels. Ah, new level, yes. Rikio, I'm playing as a stoner. They added a stoner character to this game, finally. Because you gotta hit those slasher cliches. It's both. It's progressive and regressive. Like Hannah Montana, it's the best of both worlds. That's right, I made a fucking Hannah Montana reference. You weren't ready for that. That stopped you dead in your tracks. Triggered. Oh no, sorry, dude. Oh yeah. No, Ted, that's an excellent point. If you try to be a peaceful Jason, they're gonna come gunning for you. It becomes a Tucker and Dale situation. You're just trying to enjoy your vacation home, and these psychotic kids start beating the shit out of you. Then it just is a self-defense game. Poor Jason did not. Hashtag Jason did nothing wrong. That's my stance. Ah, Riki, I gave you my brain parasite. Anytime you have something clever to say, your tongue just ties itself in a knot, and your teeth kill each other. Hey, my favorite carrier is Jason, you piece of shit, you fuck! Oh, the Discord's going in and out? Is it too far away from me? Maybe that's it. How about this? You're listening to The Quiet Storm with Matt Verrett. There's a local variant of that, like, get your mom to masturbate radio, and it's called, Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk with Alan Allman. Or maybe that's not regional. I wonder if it's a syndicated show. Anyway, that's what your mom jerks it to. Every mom. No, Alan Almond. Like the nut. Get it? Nut? I like the flat O, because that was a terrible joke, and that was a trash joke. I have a trash brain. And that's what you guys signed up for. Sorry! Riki, how you been? That bad. Just playing. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, see, oh man, the single player shit will be sweet, because then, yeah, you can kind of craft... Oh my god, look at this. Oh, mid-dance party. Oh no. I like it.
I gotta get out of here. Now!
You gotta hate the campers. It's always the campers. They're such penises. You get a couple good ones now and then, but for the most part, they're just stupid little wieners. I know it's the Jarvis place this time, Ted. I watched the opening cinematic. I didn't fall off the turnip truck yesterday. It was 2 days ago. I'm jazzed. I'm fucking jazzed. Yeah, that's a good point, Rikio. Jason is a fucking shinobi. Like, he just pops up and, you don't know. That was 09 Jason did a good job with that. Like, he just was there, man. It's good. I love this shit. Yeah? I mean, yeah, at least Jason's the size of a dude and not a gigantic dinosaur. Ooh! That's awesome, man. Do that art up. I think so. Rikio, when you were talking about Godzilla sneaking up on people, you were talking about 98, right? Because 98 is what sneaky shit did he do? That he was so hard to track? Oh, that's true. That's true. See, that's the thing. I think I've talked about this before. If something's cool enough, it short circuits my brain, and I forget everything that happened like 30 seconds before and after. So the kiss of death was so awesome that I'm just like, I don't remember the context, but this fucking rules. So yeah, I forgot that he does. He sneaks up on everybody. A 400-foot tall monster should not be stealthy, but but there it is. Yeah, that's a good point. The Muto was distracted by the blandest leading man of all time. I can't believe that wasn't Sam Worthington. That's the thing, yeah. No, exactly. Skull Island had their leads were just outshone by a cast of fantastic like character actors, and in Sam Jackson's case, just another leading man. And that's the thing with Kong Skull Island. Yeah, you had a couple boring leads, but then you had this amazing other cast to fall back on. Godzilla 14 killed off its best character, and then left you with the lump. Uh-oh. Fight. Ted versus Riki. Fight. Yeah. Because you're shit-talking Brie Larson. It's over, dude. Prison rules. Oh. Well, no, Brie Larson was in... Her big thing right before Kong was Room, right? She got, like, Best Actress for that, and it seemed like... I didn't see it, but it seemed like a super intense movie. Okay. Got it. I can tell. So the motorboat. I'm by the motorboat. Good. So we just need the color. Hell yeah. Dude, the cast for King of the Monsters is also ridiculous. I hope they keep that. I love that they're just like, fuck it, let's front load this with star power. Holy shit, bye! Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown's in it, and there's Thomas. I love Thomas Middleditch. He's more of like a indie comedian, but he's funny as shit. Oh, I was gonna shoot him, but I need to put some distance between us. Okay. Yeah, Thomas Middleditch is in it. I actually don't remember who was all in it anymore because there was a period there where they just kept announcing like this person's in it, and this person's in it, and this person's in it. Vera Farmiga's in it. Like, at this point, it's become the Mystic River of monster movies, where it's easier to list who's not in it, which is pretty fucking cool. I hope they keep that up for Godzilla vs. Kong. Which, if you think about it, that's another thing that Toho was basically doing back in the day. They would get, and I mean that was because they were basically using the 1930s Hollywood studio system, but it fucking worked. Like you would get top acting talent in your monster movie. And we out. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to look up a cast list for King of the Monsters, but it's nuts. Or at least it's nuts for me. It might be a bunch of people nobody else cares about. But I like all those jabronis. People weren't happy with the characters in that because they're fucking crazy then. Like, I mean, beyond the kind of bland-ish, the two pretty leads who got lost in the shuffle. People said that? He's the emotional core of the film. That's crazy! That's so crazy because Samuel L. Jackson fucking crushed in that movie. Other than, yeah, that I mean, and they did. That was a pretty sweet homage to that. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's kind of a turd, isn't he? Yep. Yeah, that's such a get off my lawn bullshit statement.
Help! Oh God!
I can't make it through Nostalgia Critic's opening credits. Oh no. Oh no! We done! Nope, we're jump for joy at the end. I liked James Rolfe at first, and then I don't know what it was. I don't know if my taste changed. I mean, it was just my taste changed, and then I don't know. I wasn't feeling it anymore. The character felt forced. I like his Cinemassacre videos better than his Angry Video Game Nerds videos. Yeah, I think that's what it was. He would come up with like a good bit, but you'd have to watch the whole rest of the episode to get to it, which sometimes like his the one that always sticks with me is his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES episode. Like I remember that being pretty solid all around. Oh man, Ted's gonna fully Jason us, I think. Sorry, Ted. Oops. I was not feeling Nostalgia Critic. I really didn't make it through the opening credits. I don't know. He's too smug or something. Something. Well, why does he carry a gun all the time? I mean, I think my stance on guns has changed a lot in the last couple of years, so like...
Please, no!
They made movies about him? What? That's weird. Okay, right. Oh yeah. As per usual, Riccio has watched. Yes! Yes! I never get sick of that kill. That kill is part of why Jason Takes Manhattan is going to be watched very soon, because that shit is awesome. AVGN only had one movie. That's crazy. And he's always been way more in my sphere of influence than Nostalgia Critic. So that's crazy that Nostalgia Critic has 3. Mm-hmm. Ooh. I don't want that. Who's Brandon Tenold? Ted? I actually don't know who. I can't badmouth him because I don't know who he is. So we're safe. I won't get shockered. You. Ooh, I am interested. I want to look at that. Here we go. Let's see what you got.
I hope I'm doing this right.
I fucking love Donkey. Donkey's my favorite. And Donkey's cool too because when you watch his videos, some videos are just like nonstop madness. But then he'll serious up and have like some really sound criticism or like a really insightful observation. Yep. A big fan of Donkey for sure. That's like that's a recent-ish discovery for me. And then oh god, yeah, that whole JonTron thing, dude. I gotta be honest, JonTron was like one of the first video game content channels that I saw and loved, and JonTron got me onto a YouTube channel called Continue Show, and Continue Show I still watch and like a lot, and that was a huge inspiration for this. Like, Continue Show and JonTron are like why I do this. I'm like, well, this is really cool. I'd like to do something like that. And now JonTron's a fucking disaster, and he just released another video, and it's like, I'm not gonna touch it, because I can't, man. I can't get on board with that. Ooh. Was it good? It's tainted. It's tainted. It's like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's old shit is still wonderful, but like it's got a nasty funk around it now. Because Michael Jackson stuff was never confirmed, and maybe I'm super naive. But I feel like there's at least a valid possibility that with Michael Jackson, he was a fucking weirdo, so people pounced on him and spewed this bullshit. Because he was weird. He was weird as hell. Having kids over and carny rides and shit is bad and creepy. But that doesn't mean he fucked them. Maybe he did, but I feel like it wasn't confirmed. And there were people that, well, we can sue Michael Jackson and make a ton of money off it. And again, that could be me being an apologist or me being naive, but it's the fact that it stayed unresolved gives me hope. Yeah, that's it, Ariccio. Oh no! Don't even joke about that, please. Oh God. Yeah, I'll go on the Today Show and apologize. I don't know. It was and I hate too. It's, you know, you need to be able to separate the art from the art. And I fucking love Michael Jackson music a lot. So I really don't want him to be a creep. But we'll always have Prince. Prince, we know, only fucked adults. So we got that going for us. Prince fucking rules, so at least that. Oh yeah, do it. I want to hear that Prince impression. He's so good. Man, that is one that one still stings. I got Meatball Jason. Oh my God, fuck CinemaSins. Fuck CinemaSins. That crap is trash. It could, you know what, it could be fun when you're picking apart like kind of a crazy movie like an 80s slasher. That could be fun. They just nitpick though, so it stops being fun. Do you guys have any kill requests for Part 9, Jason? Because I'm building the loadout. Oh my God, I fucking wish there was a chainsaw. Good grief. Rocket launcher would be tight also. Oh! Riccio, you're suggesting a lot of great ideas, and I can't make them happen. I'm really sorry. Liu Kang... Yeah, what was Liu Kang's fatality in... I thought that was 2. I thought he turned into a dragon in 2. But... Oh, some fan Riccio turned out to be. Kia! I did it. It's over. That's right, Ted. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Cheers. Cheers. Did I do this? Did I steal this joke and say it on here? There was a great, I thought, a great Twitter joke, and it was on a listicle from, I think, Funny or Die, and it was like 20 tweets about Great Britain. And my favorite one was, it just said, how come whenever British people toast, they say jizz? Because when a Brit says cheers, it sounds like jizz. And I like that joke. It's a bad joke, but I like it. Uppercut MK1, Dragon MK2. Nice. I love me some... Right, yeah. If you didn't know any better. Oh, that's true. The Brits love a pint. And so yeah, they must do fluid exchange through pints. Fluid exchange, because I'm Demolition Man now. Oh, Jason, you rascal. Spear Jason. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, I'm still Captain Stoner. I'm gonna switch to random after this.
Oh, man, I gotta find the others.
His voice is disappointing. I want a much more over-the-top voice for him. Stallone is suing the producers of Demolition Man? Why is that? Did they screw him out of money or something? Or is he mad that they haven't made a sequel? I'd watch that sequel. That is... yeah, no, true enough. Yeah, Stallone's what, a trillionaire? Just kidding. Hey, everybody knows he's a billionaire at most. I will say, man, Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man, I could have watched a whole movie of that asshole. He is great. I, in general, miss Wesley Snipes, though, boy, hearing about him on the set of Blade Trinity makes him seem way less cool. Or way cooler, depending on how you feel about psychotic assholes. If you're into them, I've got good news for you about Wesley Snipes. They didn't give him the percentage of the profits his contract stipulated. Well, I mean, fair enough, right? It does seem a little... I mean, maybe, but 5 cents 20 years after the fact... You know, they're playing it on the USA Network every couple of days. He needs those resids, man. Those residuals. Oh, that's a tape! I found a fucking tape! Oh my god. I found a taint, yes. No, Riccio, it's a tape. A cassette tape. It's a... Yep, they're just severed taints in drawers. Told you, man, it's fucked up. Oh, and gas? He needs to sue MGM. As far as I know, they didn't give him any of the profits for Rocky Balboa. That's fucked up. Hollywood accounting is a mess. He put all his fees into the budget, which was only $25 million. Still, only $25 million. And granted, for Sylvester Stallone, that truly is only $25 million. But, I mean, that's still a shit ton of money. Whether you're one of the biggest movie stars of all time or a schmuck like me, that's a big-ass chunk of change. Right, that is a feature. Yeah, dude, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, in Hollywood money, $25 million's nothing, but I feel like in Stallone's case, that's probably like the copyright law thing where a company like Toho has to be a butthole about every single copyright infringement, because if you don't, then that sets a precedent where you're going to lose the copyright. So if Stallone doesn't chase down this rinky-dink $25 million, then he's going to get screwed out of another $25 million on his next movie, and then 50 on the one after that. So, like, I get it. It comes across as like kind of chintzy and lame, but you gotta do your due diligence, or else people are gonna fuck you. Because that's everybody's favorite thing to do. Fuck you, got mine. Said everyone ever.
There, got it.
That's a good point. Both the positive literal version and the negative metaphorical version? That's not the right word. Non-literal. Oh, fuck. Speaking of fucking. Here comes... Yeah, yep, it's over. No, just... Baby boy Jason's in town, and he's got an axe to grind against my bones by killing me. Oh, he's doing his murder thing right now. Matt, you ever notice that Gigan originated the rock suck it gesture in Godzilla vs. Gigan? I haven't noticed that, but I'm very excited to see that. Waluigi also does the suck it gesture in one of the Mario Strikers games. That is a glorious gif. Ted, I promise you, I will pay special attention to that when I eventually review Godzilla vs. Gigan. When Godzilla's unconscious and Ghidorah is standing over him, Gigan does the rock suck it. That's awesome. That's so good. Alright.
Go, go!
Yeah, MF Doom. Yeah, King Ghidorah. It's spelled differently, but yeah, it's great. He samples... Oh, shit. No. Now, here's a good window kill. We finally saw a decent window kill. You're welcome. Toho probably did sue over that, because he sampled the scores like crazy. Yeah, it's fantastic. I've definitely spent. I don't know if I've listened to it front to back, but I've definitely spent some time with it. MF Doom is great. Yeah, I hope we get a Tommy call. That was an early one. I kind of I fucked myself on that. I should have had the window open. Then I could have popped out. Whoa, sweet tie-dye.
I need you to listen to me! Jason Voorhees has returned and he's killing my friends! We need you... Oh my god. We need you here right now!
No.
Please!
MF Doom's the man. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. That's a great album. He's fantastic. He's a smart dude. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people left too. I got Bone Zone. Alright. Well, hopefully we get some more cool kills. Oh! Yeah, no, so Friday 12, aka 09. So I had seen it when it first came out on DVD back in the day, because I was working at Blockbuster at the time, and I got first dibs on free rentals. Hashtag, I'm a winner. No, and I remember watching it at the time, and it was before I had, like, gone fucking bonkers for the series, so I watched it. I was, like, a casual fan at most, and I watched it, and I was like, that was okay. And Jess and I watched it tonight, because she had never seen it, and I hadn't seen it in, like, almost 10 years. And it's pretty good. Like, out of the whole franchise, I would put it high middle. Don't be scared off because Michael Bay's name is on it. He's just a producer. He can't hurt you there, unless it's a Ninja Turtles movie, in which case he can hurt you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. So since Jess had never seen it before, we just watched the vanilla version, but I downloaded your version, Ted, and I'm geeked to check it out, because the music was good when it was there, but the music is... Because I like Steve Jablonsky, he did the music for at least the first couple Transformers movies, and those movies are crap, but that soundtrack is good, kind of like the Star Wars prequels. But, they had this good music, and they barely ever used it. And then I know you put in... You put in original Pamela, which is cool, because she's great. She's a super talented lady, and I like her a lot. But it was super funny seeing Pamela Voorhees being played by Nana Visitor, because she is a main character on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So it was quite a different role for her, and it really tickled two different parts of my nerd brain. But yeah, it's 09 is solid, but there is like a little special something that's missing, and I think it's the changes you made. I saw the changes you made. I'm like, yep, this is correct. Thank you. you gotta have the crazy Manfredini music. He's like an untalked about horror composer. Like, I'm glad everybody has a boner for John Carpenter, because I have a boner for John Carpenter, and his shit's awesome. But like, Manfredini was banging it out. Especially the crazy disco theme in Jason 3. That shit is my jam.
You won't kill me!
Ooh, they knocked his mask off. They're going for it.
No!
Oh, Manfredini didn't do the disco one. That was a bummer. I love it though. The first time Jess and I had watched that one, the music had taken me over so much during the end credits that I got up and danced around in my boxers. I think she took video of it. It was ridiculous, but it was one of those moments where, like, you hear the music and your body just moves. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And you get that head tilt. And the credits of 3 started a while ago. The movie just got 67% more funky. It's the funkiest shit ever. It's crazy. It's so good. Riccio, if you've never heard it, here, let me shittily acapella it for you. It's like, bow, bow, down, bow, 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 It's great. You should YouTube it. It's so much fun. It is the... Yeah. And now you're having an even better time. No, man, pull that up. It is... If cocaine could be a song... It's the end credits theme to Friday the 13th Part 3. It is... Mwah. Oh, Ted, you sent a zip? Where did you send it to? I'm behind. I'm behind on my internet and brain things. Oh. You sent it here? To the Twitch? Oh! It is, right? It's funky as fuck, dude! It's got a ton of soul for, like, end credit slasher music. It's so fun. I love it. It legitimately is one of my favorite pieces of music ever made. Because it's wild. It's out of control. Yeah, right, man? It's super groovin', and it's, you know, it comes at the end of an hour and a half of just brutal mayhem. It's a good, Yeah, Ted, if it wasn't Manfredini who did that, who did? He's looking it up. Cool. Manfredini's stuff for Friday the 13th is all real good, but yeah, it's never that funky. Oh, shit. Oh, that one's gruesome. Oh, it's too dark. We can't see what's going on. But he's shish kebabbing her head on the spike. Michael Zager. Michael Zager is a national hero. Did he do anything else? Cause like that's a new name for me. I'd be very curious to see. Oh, so yeah, he's a new name for you too, Ted. You get that sometimes. You get those like one-hit wonders, even in movie music. Oh no! Who wrote that egg song? Just for that one song. Riccio, I want your senior thesis project to be to mount a stage version of Land Before Time 2's Egg Song. Oh, you should! And you guys can all wear dinosaur costumes. Oh, yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, I mean, put whatever spin on it you can. For sure. That'd be amazing. Perfect. Riccio, if you make that, I will fly out and watch it. I'll buy a plane ticket to see that shit. Yeah. That's why I can make claims like I would buy a plane ticket to go see it. Because I'm pretty sure I don't have to buy that plane ticket. What is happening here? Okay. That was crazy. He came to Jason. Not your finest hour, Dudosaurus. What do we got? What's it gonna be, Jace? Oh, he punked you out. Auf Wiedersehen, baby. One last chase. He's our final girl. Aw. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always nice to carve out time for creative stuff. Sorry. No! Sorry I messed up your story. Ted, are you talking about this? Because this is creepy. It's just one guy trying to get away. Yeah. I like it. The rain adds a ton of atmosphere. I'm really glad they threw that in. For Christmas, I hope they do. What was it? Knights, the Sega Saturn. He's right there. That was like a jump scare. Yeah. What is? Okay, these guys are weird. That was weird. Yeah. Well, it just yeah, him jump scaring us by materializing suddenly. Oh, Slender Man did it. Is Slender Man the Simpsons of horror stuff? Slender Man did it. Slender Man did it.
Dead body?
Oh shit. You know, at least with Jason, we can safely say that he didn't inspire 5th grade girls to stab someone to death. So that's pretty cool.
Fuck you!
Ooh, Caligari inspired people to kill people? Or just did the creepy Slender Man stuff? Caligari's pretty good. I gotta say, that holds up as a surreal flick. Well, yeah, sure. I mean, nothing's perfect, but... I think for horror to hold up after 90 years, that's pretty impressive. Because, like, I would put Nosferatu in that same category. Nosferatu's fucking scary. Full stop. Like... Dr. Caligari is like a work of art, and it's creepy and atmospheric. Nosferatu is upsetting. Like, I watched it once, and I'm like, we're good. I'm never gonna watch that again. It's too fucking scary. That episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark was right. There was an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that was just about a kid being... it was like a Last Action Hero situation where the kid's trapped in the theater, and fucking Nosferatu comes out of the movie screen, and the kid shits his pants. Because you should! Because Nosferatu is the worst! He's so much scarier than, like, most monsters. It's crazy. He's like a better... I love Dracula, but he's like a better Dracula than Dracula. Because he's fucking gross and scary. Jaws is perfect. That's a good point. Oh, boy. What are you talking about, Riki? What are you talking about, Riki? Quit trolling us. You look at the shark's derpy face on the robot. It's a shark! It's a shark! I disagree. And that could just be a case of... That could just... The shark's face may very well look kind of goobery, but like everything surrounding it's so good that my brain will never process it that way. Oh brother, more spicy talk between Ted and Ariccio. You guys are spicing it up. You have to spice it down. I want everybody to cool out. No jokes. It's all serious now. No more jokes. Sorry, can't do jokes anymore. Rock and roll, devil shit. If I ever started a band or started making music, I would think I would call it straight up devil shit because that sounds dope. And you could acronym it as SUDS, so your parents wouldn't get mad at you for listening to it. I'm just listening to SUDS, Mom. But deep down, you know it's straight up devil shit. That sounds awesome. Do you have a link? Oh, I gotcha. You like... right. It's not quite a string instrument because there are no strings there. That's a cool idea though. I'd listen to that. I love a good weird concept album or a good mashup stuff like Neil Cicierega's mashups are delightful because they're usually hilarious, but also pretty cool and catchy on their own. Oh shit. Here comes Jason.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
That's fair, man. That's I think you're not alone in that. I actually work with a guy who saw them when they were live in Detroit a month or two ago, and said it was nuts. I guess they put on a hell of a live show. Yeah, and he was with you on that too. I was like, so how about Humans? And he's like, yeah, it's not good. but yeah. My Gorillaz experience is laughably limited. Wait, which one? Wait, hang on. I was reading Ted.
This can't be happening.
Oh. No, that song's also annoying. I'm not feeling that one. Hey, hot take, spicy take. Hey, understandable. I'm feeling that the shark from Jaws of Revenge would be devouring Riccio. He'd be spitting up blood to gag out. You look like shit. That would be awesome. I would love to see that in like a meta horror comedy. Sharks. Yeah, if the movie needs a shark to roar, then they can roar. Sharks should roar, right? They're sea animals, and well, shit. Hang on, think about this. Whale songs are a thing. Why should whales sing? Maybe sharks can roar. Riccio, did you ever think about that? Are you a marine biologist? Does he roar at Robert? I wouldn't be surprised. You can sneak shit in there. Because that sounds awesome. I want to know too. Oh, I love the new music for. I mean, not new music, but I love hearing the Jason 4 music for Jason 4. Oh shit, he's coming for me though. It's less fun when he's like about to kill you. The head sticks its head, it sticks its head out of the seat and roars at Quint and shoots him in the jaw with a harpoon. Oh fuck, he was right there! Man, I'm dumb. Oh, I did it! Haha, fuck you, Jason, bye! Peace out, bitch! And I got firecrackers so I can spook him. I'll spook him back. How do you like it, Jace? You fucking nerd. You big nerd. It's not even hockey season. What are you doing? What are you, an idiot, Jason? Just kidding, Jason. I love you. Okay. Alright, we got a weapon. We got the door barricaded. We got a maid in the motherfucking shade. Opening a window. Okay, car's got gas in the tank. Shark makes lion noises in Jaws 3D. That's awesome. I'm so sad. I've only seen Jaws 1 and 2. I haven't dove into the sequels yet. And Jaws 2 is disappointing because the body count is like nothing. Even Jaws 2 towards the end had the perfect setup for just fucking mayhem because you just had the two rafts adrift at sea loaded with scared teenagers, and I was like, yeah, give me that water, Jason. Jaws is water, Jason, and he doesn't fucking get any of them. It's hilarious that they fry the fuck out of him to get rid of them, but it's like, come on, man, you gotta give me some gore first. But yeah, 3, I guess for Jaws 3D, the original pitch was by I think a writer for either National Lampoon or Mad Magazine, and they were like, well, fuck it, we're gonna make a comedy because this is ridiculous now. And the original title for the movie was Jaws 3 People Zero, and it was gonna be like an airplane-style farce, and I'm so sad we didn't get that movie. Yeah, Jaws 3 People Zero! Fuck yeah, it's the perfect title, it's so good. But alas, that's a joke. I was gonna. Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's where they were coming from. They're like, well, this is ridiculous that there's a third Jaws movie, so let's just go fucking nuts with it. And that's a premise that is still unused. We still don't have a ridiculous horror sequel where they call it, you know, Freddy 6 People 0. Like, I want it. Somebody's got to do that movie. Somebody good, though. It doesn't count if this... Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's got less pop to it if people have anything more than 0. Yeah, Brody is sweet in part 2. I'll definitely agree with that. Yeah, no Roy Scheider is a drag. He definitely is. Especially, he's so good in part 1, especially. It's a great flick. Good ass monster movie, roars and all. The Tom and Jerry roar. I don't follow. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, that's... Yeah, right. If that's your first experience with it, that's what it'll always be to you. That's hilarious. Yeah. Hey, Mike Cocaine was in Jaws 4, and he has that famous line about, well, I haven't seen Jaws 4, but I saw the house it paid for, and it's lovely. And I butchered the line, but it's something along those lines. Because they're like, hey, Mike Cocaine, why were you in this terrible-ass Jaws movie? And he's like, because I need money to live? Why do you do a shitty job? I always liked that about the Brit actors. Even when they're super talented and they have, like, fantastic movies under their belt, they're like, fuck it, I need to get paid. I'm still gonna do ridiculous garbage. Because money. They tricked Kane into doing it, and his honest reaction to discovering it is in the film. Oh, that's awesome. Shit like that makes me want to sit down, right? That's the kind of thing that makes me go like, okay, I guess I should watch this at some point. Oh, yeah. The shark jumps out of the water at him, and Kane remarks, oh shit, that's awesome. You're selling me on this movie. I never wanted to see it before right now. Even better. I'm fine with that. That was the first time he realized he was in a Jaws movie. That's awesome. Man. Hollywood's fucking weird. The show business is bizarre. And that's before you get to the fucking sleazy producers jerking it into potted plants. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's... to seeing the shark. Right. Oh, right. Oh, we're on number 4, huh? All right. Yeah, that's a super good anecdote. For sure. I love those fucking crazy anecdotes, man. No, Jaws 4 is the one with voodoo, right? Isn't it a voodoo curse or some shit? Or did they axe that? Oh, battery. Yeah, it's called Jaws 4: The Revenge. So at some point there was voodoo in the script, or am I fucking nuts? Is that just like a weird osmosis thing where I read it enough times so I believed it? Heyo! No! Oh shit. No. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you, Jason! Bye! I'm taking my bat back, you bitch! Ah, Vita Zane, baby. Hope you like fireworks. Blam, 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 blam. Ha ha! It is satisfying to run away from Jason. Stoner Man is good at wiggling out of his grasp. I'm gonna just somehow assume it's the THC in his system. Makes him more wiggly. Makes him more grooving. That's what it is. He grooves out of Jason's grasp. Oh, he's pissed at me though. He's so mad. Sorry, Jason. No, no. Other Jason. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, the way Jason dies in part 4. God damn, that's amazing. That is amazing. Worth it. I'm not even mad. How could you be mad at that? It's got a long handle, so it stuck in the ground. The long handle stuck in the ground, and then the force of his body pushing against it did it. Yeah. Yeah. Jason Voorhees is basically a scientist. Though, holy shit, in the 09 one, he's like an electrical engineer. They made him, like... I love a Jason that's a little cunning, a little smart, but they kind of went cuckoo with him, like, rigging up lights and shit. I'm like, let's be real. Jason's not... He doesn't know stuff about direct current. Maybe he does, I don't know. as a mentally handicapped 8-year-old, he was always going on about, someday, Mom, I'm going to be an electrical engineer. I'm for it.
You like that, asshole? Oh, God.
Oh boy, right? Yeah, Hollywood is like Stephen King in that respect. Like, the job I do is the coolest job ever. Which is a good thing to think, but come on. Uh-oh, she's in trouble now. Yeah. Well, Riccio, watch some rom-coms then. The dude is always an architect. Always, without fail. For some fucking reason, that's the goat. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh my sweet Jesus. That was rough. God damn. I think it's bad no matter what.
Good boy. Mommy has a reward for you.
Oh my God.
Come home, sweetie.
Well, it's a... Here, we're gonna get a little blue. That's a clit split. Like, youch. God damn. That's gonna hurt no matter who you are. You can have a micro penis and that would kill. TM, Super Apartment Friends. Da-da-da. Keeping it classy. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. And then I'll be a billionaire. We'll be billionaires. Duh. We'll split it. Split that shit. Even Steven. Alright. You know, I was saying I was gonna bail on Stoner Man, but now, like, he's such a wily customer, I think I might stick it out. Oh, he's got different shirts. Come on, keep loading. Takes a second for the shirt to load. Takes a lot of seconds for the shirt to load. Fuck it, we'll try it. Ah, green pants? Nice. Blue shoes. Brown shoes? No, red shoes. Cool. Hashtag clit split. That is tough to say. Ted, I didn't forget about you. I just was taken to a different place by that last insane kill. But that makes sense. Yeah, he did. It's weird to me, and I guess the explanation is that Crystal Lake was kind of on top of that old mine. It was weird that that stuff was there and ready for him to use. But again, it didn't like take me out of the movie. I was fine with it. It was a little surprising. Chest stab, head chop. Oh yeah, buy it. Buy it. Decapitate. Yes, please. Yeah, I like using the custom kills for each Jason. There we go. We'll keep the eye gouge on there, I guess. I like that head punch a lot. Yeah, it was too convenient. Like but again, I like any time they show that Jason is a little, he's got that animal instinct, the cunning. Because it's really easy to write him off as, oh, he's just a big dumb idiot. It's like, no, he's got like some killer instincts. He's pretty wily. Yes, yeah, the reanimation of Jason in part 6 is kind of crazy, but you know, it's a movie. I'm starting to get my things confused. Is in part 6 isn't Kane Hodder, is it? He doesn't show up till 7, or is that Kane Hodder in 6? And follow-up question, Kane Hodder basically got the job because of his performance in Shocker, where he did the thing where he just had real worms in his mouth. Like, they were really impressed by that, fucking understandably, because that's gross. And then they repeated that. Was that in 6 or 7 where they did mouth worms? Prison, not Shocker. Gotcha. I haven't seen... Prison was a whole new... I haven't seen Prison yet. So that was news to me. Riccio, that's because you're the cast of Oranges. Oranges, the New Black. Oh my god. It's too late. No, you're done. You're done. You're done. Hey man, no dude, as VP of Super Apartment Friends, and as point man for the Clit Split shirts, don't worry about it. That's going in the description. Oh, maybe not. That seems too blue, and I'd like that to be a surprise. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on that. Like, Super Apartment Friends to me has always been rated like a soft R. Like, we say some fuck words, and we talk about some sketchy content. But I feel like we usually don't go like... If we do go blue, it's usually brief. I don't know. That's something to think about. Nightmare 4, Nightmare 3, I love Dream Warriors so much. But, 4, I'm way less familiar with. I think this Octoween, it'll be time to re-educate myself on the Nightmare movies. Is it me? Am I the belle of the ball? 4's plotless because of the 88's writer's strike. Yeah, I remember not sticking with me. Look at that. Meatball Jason on the move, baby.
They shouldn't be here, Jason. Stop them.
Oh, mommy. You're so smart. Time to fuck shit up. Hi, my name's Jason. I love murder. We gotta trap the phone box, though. Trap the phone box, trap the cars, and then clean up the rest. Hello. Oh my god. And of course my haunted computer. You guys can't see it. I noticed that doesn't show up on the streams, but my computer is haunted, so every once in a while it wakes itself up to fuck with me. And a big menu block comes up and is like, hey, do you want to switch over to the channel your computer's on? And I'm like, no! I'm Jason right now. Don't fuck with me like that. It's kind of like my own personal secret jump scare. It's like I'm playing Eternal Darkness for GameCube. Reference for one. Alright, which side's the gas tank on? Right. You back? Freddy vs. Jason makes it canon that Jason doesn't really love murder. Yeah, oh no. Jason and Leatherface have this thing in common where it's like, I kind of feel bad for them, because they're basically giant abused children, and like, it doesn't excuse the fact that they're lunatics that fucking murder nonstop, but like, yeah man, it's cause their parents were crazy, or their home situation was fucking horrifying. And that's why I was so mad at Ramzavi for fucking up Michael Myers in Halloween, because the whole thing that makes Michael Myers scary is there's no reason for him to do that. He just fucking lost his mind and started stabbing. And that's way scarier. Yeah, dude, you gotta catch up, Riccio. Slashers, baby. Everyone loves them, right? No, many people don't. And I understand. I like them a lot, though, because I have a brain disease. Ooh, what up? Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah, like you're watching porn. Hey. Hi, new people. Hello. Oh, good. Fuck them. I hate them. What a bunch of dickholes. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Ted. I'm not embarrassed of you either. Yeah, it's right. Like it's. I don't know, man. I know what you're saying. There are definitely aspects of my personality that I don't share with randos. Oh, you dickhead! Man, I thought maybe she glitched out and it was just an easy smash and grab, but she faked me out. Come back here, nerd in a bathing suit. It's too cold out for that. What are you thinking? Are you nuts? Ooh, this Jason gets his powers very fast. Oh, she's smart. Of course she is. She's a nerd. It's probably because my computer is not that awesome. Well, no, it's running through my PS4. So I don't know why it does that. I think. Okay, that makes. I was gonna say. I guess it's probably on Twitch's end then. Oh, right, because it's just doing that audio. Instantly. Yeah, no, I wish Ted makes a good point. I wish there was some way we could shoot the video through Discord. I wish we could really tie these two services together, because that would be... That's right. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's get supercomputers. Let's just give me a cable network.
Jason, stop them.
Oh yeah, thanks, dude.
Please come for me, Jason.
You lied?
Don't let
Why
them
did he
take
lie?
you.
Oh my god, this ruins my whole life.
Take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
Your broker EF nuttin'. Very nice, Ted. Yeah, get him on the line. What do you mean it's a joke? Oh god. I thought you were serious. Oh my god, I'm so sick of these guys fucking with me. They're goofing me up real bad. They're tricking me. Quit tricking me, you guys are jerks. Yeah, dude, he looks great. Damn it.
Get up, Jason.
Dude, I don't know if you're joking. I follow, there are at least 2 Tumblr accounts that draw sexy serial killer, like, slashers. Not real, no, I haven't seen, like, a sexy Jeffrey Dahmer yet, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time. For now, they're just sticking to movie slashers, which is, like, it's kind of funny, and I think it's mostly tongue-in-cheek as a joke, mostly. I think on some level, they want to bang these dudes. But, it's weird. It's so weird. It's like, they draw, like, handsome Jason. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? Oh, yeah. Well, and just incest porn in general pops up everywhere. It's like, yuck. Why is this the thing? I want to blame Game of Thrones, but, like, they kind of dialed that back after, like, season 2 or 3. There was way less... Oh, yeah, it's gross. Well, if you Google if you Google Rule 34 plus anything ever, you're gonna find something that upsets you. Like, I've definitely seen Slimer and Janine go into town. I've seen it just gets weird after, like, oh boy, it's out there and it's very sad. It just makes my heart hurt. It's not pleasant. It's not a good time. Did you look it up? Is that what you're? Did you look some of that shit up? It's upsetting.
Please, no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jason.
It's bad news. It's truly bad news. Man, every motherfucker has a pocket knife. That is the... That's right. Whoa, what is Smite a worse version of? Why would you want to fuck Ghidorah when Katsura's right there? Yeah, it's weird. It's because people are weird, Ted. That's the only moral of the story, is people are fucking weird. Different strokes for different folks. Oh yeah, let's kill the lights. Jason's clothes were destroyed by the toxic waste, so he apparently killed a federal guard. Yeah, I like... It's interesting. This Jason is... I don't love Meatball Jason, but, like... He's interesting to me aesthetically. Like, and yeah, like Ted said, it's like the toxic waste stuff from the previous movie. He's like the guy in RoboCop, except he didn't get hit by a car and turn into goo. Is that Dead Alive? The Peter Jackson one? Uh-huh. Oh! I haven't seen that one. I know of it, and it seems awesome. What did you think? How did you dig Brain Dead? Yeah, good. Weird's good. Yep. It's always neat coming across those, right? Where you're like, oh, this, like, a remake could be like a second draft of this where they could, like, get it right. Yep. Absolutely. Hell yeah, dude. In a similar vein, did you ever see The Stuff? That's a movie about evil frozen yogurt. Well, it's not true. It's like frozen yogurt. It's actually white goo that comes out of the earth, and people are addicted to it because it's the most delicious thing ever. It's a very weird movie. It's kind of fun though. Yeah. Oh, Slusho. Oh yeah, Slusho ripped it off. Way to go, JJ. You ruined Star Trek and you ripped off The Stuff. Congrats. The spiciest take I ever heard about J.J. Abrams was when somebody called him, yeah, Michael Bay with better PR. I'm like, damn, son! Oh, fuck. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Oh, no, I can't do nothing.
It started.
What is happening? Why am I seeing this? There we go. Okay, thank goodness. Whew. Oh, shit. It's over. Horribly awesome. Oh, the glitch. Oh, yeah, also horrible. That's a good kill, though. I like...
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to die.
That is a cutscene that I triggered. I selected that cutscene. Basically, I have four different, like, cinematic kills like that I can. That's what I was picking earlier when I was setting up this Jason. I was picking which cinematic kills I'd have access to, and I picked that one, and it was pretty fucking dope. It's kind of like It was long, but it was also super sick. So I'm good. I'm good with that. That's my stance on everything. Yeah, yep. And I can't recall her name, but like the sweet geeky girl. Oh, I'm in rage mode too. I can just plow through shit. Oh, did they escape in the car? They're trying to. Is bashing through the doors. It's so good. It's like the most satisfying thing ever. Oh, dummies! They stopped. They went the wrong way. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, fuck you, tough boy. He smashed me with a bat before I could finish the job. It's very upsetting. Fucked up the car. He's not a wimp. He's the toughest guy ever. Shut up, Riccio. You're so down on Jason. I mean, you might not be wrong. I'll even agree. Like, as I love Jason, I like Jason more. Oh, brother. Fancy Pants here with his Nerf bullets. Quit running so fast, you little turd. Oh, yeah. Sick music. Ah, God. Where are they going? Where are these fuckos going? They're going back to the car, of course. Hi, wieners. Yes, so what? Boom! How do you like me now? What the shit? That shouldn't work. What a strange thing that was. Alright, let's do another crazy kill. Oh, here we go. That's never not awesome.
They deserve to die.
Oh
Jason.
shit. Okay. Ah, here we go. Back in this house. Alright, guys. I see you. Oh, I've seen video of that, and that does look like my kind of game. Yeah. Yeah, it seemed it was like way faster too. It seemed like a speedier game for sure. Oh, for real? Okay. Yep. That's gonna happen. That's fucking sick. Okay. Yep. Yep. Logged that. Jaws Unleashed. Bango. That was kind of on my radar at the time, and it got crappy reviews, which, of course, I shouldn't have put that much stock in. But what are you gonna do? Nice. Oh shit, wrong car. Man, I got tiny brain-itis. Ooh, somebody trying to fix the phone? I trapped somebody. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Well, it's kind of interesting. So is Shamu the final boss of Well, sure, but like an orca. Cause orcas do hunt sharks, like in the wild for reals. So I mean that's pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome!
No!
Okay, I'll start. Time to get out of
Copy on
here.
the road therapy.
That's awesome. That rules. Ah! Yeah, this sounds sweet. This is thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Do you know what your gift is? No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Oh, and it's Ted was saying it's the fake SeaWorld from the third Jaws movie. That's amazing. That rules. Yeah. Well, so I would now. Are they like the cops in GTA? Because that would be kind of sweet. That's awesome. I was gonna say that was a big thing I remember seeing in the little bit of gameplay I watched. Was a big mechanic is him leaping out of the water, which is delightful.
Take you from me, Jason.
Uh-huh.
Let them.
Oh. Just by getting hit with the boat. Oh boy. Oh man. Right. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
To die, Jason.
I'll track that down.
Make them suffer.
Oh. Well, maybe we can put something together off stream. Let's I would like that. I think that'd be kind of fun to have like a game exchange or something.
Don't let them.
So we'll see. We'll see. There's some other kind of inside baseball shit that I want to yak with you guys about off stream. Damn! I should just chop these fools down. They're being a little too saucy.
Kill them.
Being a couple saucy boys. I don't care for it.
No!
Oh, see, yep. Oh shit, he healed himself completely.
Holy shit, is that a dead body?
Oh, no, oh, is it? That's awesome. There we go. Gotcha. Unceremonious. You made me do this. You made me do this, you little shits. All right. Oh no. See what you made me do? Gotcha.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them.
He kind of
pay.
clubbed him with the axe handle to stun him. There's a couple of the really over the top kills like that are pretty sweet. Oh, this fucking thing. I hate music. Classic Jason. Oh yeah, the last song he liked was his own credits music in part 3. Jason's face was supposed to be the face on the adult Hell Baby. Yeah, this is a wild one. This looks like Amazing Colossal Beast. Oh, and this is the Jason where we saw his little wiener zone. Dude, they're cool movies, man. Oh, is this some glitchy shit? Yeah. Oh yeah, and Saw, to me, Saw is you're getting into the torture porn, and that to me has a different vibe and a different structure than the slasher stuff. Slasher stuff's a little more fun. Torture porn kind of just makes you squirm and sad. I mean, the only Saw I ever saw was the first one, and I thought it was like a decent mystery movie, but also I was like, I'm good. I wasn't like, give me more. And I know with Saw, the appeal is this was a decent run. I had 5 kills. I'm okay with that. 5 out of 8. Like, pretty cool. Yeah, I know the appeal with the Saw movies is the different wild traps, but it's just, it doesn't have, it's so like brutal and depressing. It doesn't have the sense of like heart-pounding crazy fun that like most slashers do. Because slashers are scary, but they're scary in a fight or flight kind of way, whereas torture porn movies are scary in a you're trapped and I'm going to take pieces off you for the next couple hours kind of way, and that's not fun. Thanks, Ted. I was pretty happy with how that went. Was that my first run as Meatball Jason? I don't know. I like Meatball Jason though. He's pretty good. Like gameplay wise. Aesthetically and movie wise, I'm not that into him, but got good kills and got good stats. Saw is definitely a thing. I understand anybody who's like, fuck that noise. But I think it's very unfair to use Saw as a metric for your enjoyment of slashers. They're two different animals. They both focus on gore, but in slasher, like the gore is like the punchline of a joke. It's like the release to all the tension they build up. Whereas in Saw, it's like it just is like gore. What are you oh my godding about? What is it now, Riccio? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Yay! Noise. Alright, I'll have to take a look. I'm a little scared to look right now, because I'm a stoner on the run from Jason, and we don't get along. Well, I'm playing as... No. I'm playing as one... Riccio, are you a narc? Riccio the narc. Great. Hey, you have to tell me if you're a cop, bro. That's my favorite stupid joke. You have to tell me if you're a cop. No, you don't.
Is anyone there? This is not a prank. We need your help. Jason is killing us. We need your help. Jason's alive. Please,
good.
help us.
Good. You just heard the stereotypical stoner be the most responsible person in the room. Calling for help. Hey, if you could get over here like soonish, that would be great, man. If you're not busy right now, could you give us a hand with this? That'd be great. I don't know. Everybody's got a different stoner voice. Mine's pretty ridiculous. The only like, oh fuck! I took too long at the window. Actually, Riccio, I gotta say, I haven't seen many episodes of the show, but that felt close. You did dry heave enough though, so that's like half the battle. You gotta nail all the constant dry heaving. Well, look how fast he's swimming. Oh, he's just kicking his feet real fast. He's fucking booking. Dang, Chad. I know he doesn't dry heave, but he's making that, whatever that fucking noise is constantly. He's got the goo coming out of his mouth. I don't know. I guess, but his belches, that's not a regular burp, though. It's such a deep, gross burp. And it's supposed to be a nod to his, like his constant alcoholism, and I get that. But it's hard to listen. I don't consider myself a super sensitive, easily grossed out person, but it got hard to listen to. Oh, and really good science fiction. Like I for sure recognize that it's like one of the best written shows on TV, easily. But the aesthetics are such a big hurdle for me to cross. It's tough for me to do. It's like literally tough for me to stomach looking at and listening to the show. Oh yeah. The color palette is awesome. Their monster design is super on point, but I hate looking at the people and I hate hearing Rick. And it's tough because I didn't watch the pilot. I caught like because a friend was showing the show to me. He was like, "Hey, you should check this out." And we watched like his favorite 3 episodes from like season 1 or 2, and the writing was excellent. If I could just sit down and read the scripts, I would be loving it. But looking at it and listening to the show is tough. They're doing like some of the smart. Oh, what are these guys up to? These are some brain geniuses over here. I like that. And I don't know. I'll give it another. It's one of those things I'll give another chance eventually. But there's like a billion shows to watch. Oh, Jason, you poor baby.
Please, no! Please, no! You like that, asshole?
Well, boy, yeah. The fans have gotten super obnoxious lately, or have always been, but now they're in the spotlight. Ooh.
Go!
Yeah. Oops. Ooh, Tommy in the house, Tommy in the house. Here comes Tommy Jarvis. Me. I'm Tommy Jarvis. I'm the Tommy now. Tommy Knockers.
I have to do something. I have to escape.
Ooh. Well, I was gonna say, I think Ted was asking which fan base has murdered people. Oh, sure, yes, the little girls who killed someone. That's a good point. Whoa! What did what a murder allegation? The sauce? Jesus Christ. But that's who knows if that's for real yet. That's fucked up. To me, my other than like Szechuan sauce gate 2017, and ketchup, right? I mean, I'll make that at home sometime. But oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I kind of tipped my hand there. Rick and Morty fans just kind of, prior to Saucegate, they annoyed me in the way Doctor Who fans annoyed me, where they're just constantly evangelizing about the show and being like, well, you have to be smart enough to get it. I'm like, motherfucker, it's a TV show. I'm pretty sure we could all figure it out. Like, I don't know. Snobbery in any form bugs me, and I think with the really bad Rick and Morty fans, there's that a version of that snobbery coming through. Right, yeah, Ted, Rick and Morty has like big ideas in it, and the jerk-off fans are like, oh, since there's big ideas, I'm a genius for watching this show. And it's like, no, dude, you're still watching a fucking TV show. Get over yourself, you dildo. And that's the thing, like, I've watched several seasons of Doctor Who, and I liked it, but I didn't become one of those fucking weirdos who, like, evangelizes about it. Or their whole life becomes it. I think that's my any fan base where your whole life revolves around the one thing you like. It's like, dude, you gotta broaden your horizons. You gotta make sure you're like, it's great to love things, and I love things. I love tons of things, but you gotta still be a well-rounded person. Yeah, Ted, you know what I'm talking about. I think that's the thing. When you watch Rick, and if you identify with Rick, you should. I think the point is you identify the negative parts of yourself, but there's these real shithead fans who see Rick as like someone to aspire to, and I think that's different from looking at Rick and being like, oh yeah, that's a shitty thing that I do. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made any sense, but. Cool.
This can't be happening.
Oh shit. Ted, I was just saying, I think it's one thing to recognize aspects of yourself in Rick, and And if you, because he's like a sociopath basically, right? He's a smart, charming sociopath. And if you recognize, if you see things in Rick and you recognize that in yourself, and you go, yeah, this is a bad thing I have in common with this character. That's good. I think the problem is you got these fans who look at Rick and see, oh, this is a role model. I should be like Rick. He is cool and the way to be. That's when it's a problem. And I think that's the issue with like these real psycho fans who kind of who ruin it for everybody. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, Ted's on the same page too. But yeah, that's the problem. You got these fans. It's a lot of people compare it to the fans of Fight Club who watched Fight Club and said, "Oh, Project Mayhem, that's how I want to be." And it's like, "No, motherfucker, you missed the point. That was the whole point, was that's a bad thing." And these are the people you got beating people up in McDonald's for sauce. Because people are fucking crazy, and the world is a constant nightmare. Yes. Yes. Tyler Durden was a domestic terrorist. But since he was played by an extremely sexy man and said funny things, people were like, this is who I want to be. And it means they missed the point of that whole movie and book. Or not even missed the point. If anything, they're proving the point. That's a weird can of worms. That's a strange rabbit hole to fall into. Yeah, hell yeah, Ted. Aldo Rain is the man. But again, I don't want to be him. But, you know, he's got positive qualities. Kicking Nazi ass. Dude, I feel like it's... I didn't... Like, the next Wolfenstein game was, like, kinda on my radar-ish, because it looks really interesting. But then, when Nazis got mad about it, I'm like, well, I guess it's my civic duty to buy this game now. As a red-blooded American, I think I have to get it. Oh yeah, Ted, you didn't hear about this? So, unsurprisingly, yeah, the new Wolfenstein, I think it's called Wolfenstein, the New Colossus, or something along those lines. New Wolfenstein game coming out. Looks really cool. It takes place in an alternate version of America in the 60s, where Nazis won World War II and took over, and so you're part of the resistance force that is fighting back and just kicking Nazi ass. And so that's been the marketing for this game has been, hey, guess what? Let's kick some Nazi ass. And the neo-Nazis in America are real pissy about it. And yeah, it's like, so you missed the whole franchise. You missed the game that paved the way for Doom. That didn't track for you. Have you ever seen an Indiana Jones film? I've got bad news for you. Oh, we don't. I mean, we care what Nazis think because the media keeps reporting on them and giving them a platform, which is, you know, maybe a mistake. And it's funny. It's funny that they're pooping their pants about it. It's like, yeah, you sided with the forces of evil, dummy. Like, what did you think? Do you root for the Empire when you watch Star Wars? Now, I mean, it's all their stuff is, well, you know, the Empire are super snappy dressers. All their stuff is very iconic. They have very cool technology. All things that they have in common with the Nazis because they're based on the Nazis. You know, the Nazi uniforms were designed by Hugo Boss, a high fashion company that's still in business. Like, the Nazis are dumb, but they know how important style is. They know how important the psychology of being cool is. And I think the Empire taps into that because that was the point. But people who root for the it's funny that we mention people that root for the Empire when they watch Star Wars, because that's what I always think of. You see this constantly. Anytime you go online and there's a discussion about King Kong versus Godzilla, and it always boils down to these people who are like, Godzilla should have won. He's way stronger and he has atomic fire breath. He should have won. And it's like, yeah, and the fucking Empire should have won in Star Wars. Voldemort should have beat Harry Potter. Sauron should have beat the Hobbits. Like, you kind of missed what a story is. Like, it's not just this side has these statistics and this side has these statistics, and whoever has the better statistics should always win. It's like, it's not a football game, dude. Like, underdog stories speak to us, like, and that's why it's a story. Yeah, Ted, Drago should beat Rocky. Yeah, it's like, no, he shouldn't. It's a fucking story, man. Oh, boy. What are you gonna do? What time is it? I've been playing for a while. Ooh! I'll probably finish out this round and call it good. My goal was to get to level 31. Dude, you're tempting me. This game is notoriously hard for me to stop playing. This is a game I've played until like 4 in the morning on accident. So yeah, maybe I got one more round in me. And maybe I'll keep saying that until I'm a skeleton. One more round. Matt, no one's on the stream anymore. You're 75 years old. One more round. Just one more. The Russian tacked on a really badly made ending where for Rocky 4 when Russia I couldn't say it, but it's there. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, there was always that rumor that there was 2 different endings for King Kong vs. Godzilla. It's really weird. Guys, in movies the underdog wins, and it's life affirming. That's all it is. Movies are a break from the soul crushing nightmare of reality. So yeah. Well, it's so weird. I'm so excited for that movie. I'm so glad it's being made. It is my dream movie. Like, it's something I never thought I would see made in my lifetime. So I'm super fucking jazzed about it. But like, I don't get the logistics of it because they set up Kong and Godzilla as heroic monsters, guys, and they're sticking hard and fast to their guns. That no, they're gonna fight each other and there will be a winner, and that's great. Like, how do you pull that off? How do you make 2 good guys fight and make one win it and make it satisfying? Oh no! Oh no! No! Well, oh god, who's directing Kong vs. Godzilla? It's not Michael Dougherty because he's doing. Yeah, and you know what? I follow him on Twitter, and I feel like he gets it. So even if he gets handed a garbage script, I think he's one of those directors who can salvage it. I hope. No. We haven't. I need to check that out. Oh, I just need to go to the cops. I've been fucking around for like a dummy. Let's go meet the cops. I gotta say, usually when I play as the counselors, I have a stronger game plan, but when my game plan is always formed by what I find early on, I just haven't been, other than the one match where I found a propeller immediately, put it on the boat, and then Jason's like, why'd you do that? And split my face open. I haven't had the inspiration strike like that. Alright, let's get my breath back. Jason's gonna be there. Guarding it. Alright. Get that stamina back, baby. Forrest J. Ackerman made up the alternate ending thing. That always drove me a little bananas. King Kong won, I'm sorry. He was the underdog, he was the hero monster, so he won. But Godzilla swims underwater. Sure, but he lost the fight. Like, I'm fine with it. Yep, I want it. I want Kong to be undefeated. That'd be hilarious. That'd be the funniest shit ever. Nobody's smart. King Kong's really smart, and they did. Skull Island did. I know you're doing a character, but I'm really glad Skull Island went out of its way to establish that Kong is a primate and will just make shit. He'll MacGyver together weapons. Love it. I think that's such a smart way around. Yeah, because Godzilla physically is tougher in every possible way. He was doing a hilarious character. It was a farce. Riccio, he's an icon of science fiction. Boom. Riccio, you are America's greatest monster. You're the vice president of Super Apartment Friends, but you're also literally some kind of demon. You're basically the devil. So, and as I established on this stream and many other streams, the devil fucking rules! What's a fish then? Because fish have scales and gills. Is fish just a that's the dumbest question I've ever asked. Is fish just considered a separate category? Or are they not considered reptiles? Okay. Ah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So would you say that fish maybe have ereptile dysfunction? Seriously. Nailed it. Oh yeah, you promised it earlier. And you have a friend with you to behead you if you fail. So it's a win-win. I liked gills. I thought gills were neat. Yeah. Yeah, I was fine with that. That sounds right, but I can't confirm that. Oh no. Toho Kingdom. I used to frequent I was a regular on those message boards in like the late 2010s. Or they were at the time. Maybe they've mellowed out now. No, they're still pretty angry. Yeah, I mean that's the internet. People mad about shit everywhere. Gills don't help Godzilla breathe in space, but it's cool. Wrote a book where he claimed the holes in Godzilla's neck were Haruo Nakajima's seams. Oh, yeah, those are his eye holes. I don't know. Well, but there is a, I know a million times I've said like it should just be cool, don't worry about realism. But there is kind of a shit. I can't think of the word. That happens in nature because there's that, what is it, that I can't think of the name of it, but there was a video of it on YouTube recently. It's like, is this the real life Godzilla? And it was some species of iguana that spends a ton of time underwater, and presumably they just hold their breath. Marine iguanas, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, more Jason time, baby.
Make them remember.
Right, yeah. Godzilla spends a crazy amount of time underwater. Presumably, he might. I kind of always imagined he would. And this is just conjecture and speculation. I always kind of imagined that like he would spend a ton of time underwater, but also would hang out on land for stretches of time to do whatever. I don't know, to shed his skin or some kind of shit. It just that was like a headcanon that kind of made sense to me. Yeah, Well, I mean, no matter what you do, there's gonna be something that'll piss somebody off, right? Like there with Final Wars Godzilla, they're like, oh, he's got a rat face, and with 98, you know, I'm in the 98 camp. He's a fucking crappy T-Rex, and then in 2014 he's a fatty boombalatti, and then in 2016 he's a fucking weird turkey monster. Like. Right, like any design's gonna have detractors. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, everybody's got different tastes, and the character's been around for decades and decades, and he's iconic, and there's been different versions of him. Everybody has their favorite Godzilla and their idea of what Godzilla should or shouldn't be, and you know, you can't please everybody. No, dude, I love the 2014 movie isn't the best. I like the movie, but I fucking love that design. I really like how he looks in that movie, and I'm excited to see a couple more movies with that design. Yeah, I remember hearing that they were gonna. Yeah, I would be up for that. Just some subtle changes. It'd be kind of neat if he lost a little weight because he's more active now. I really liked. So in 2014, I liked not just how he looked, like from a design standpoint. I liked his mannerisms and body language. He reminded me of like an old boxer who'd put on a few pounds and had come out of retirement. I really got a kick out of that. He's a smiley motherfucker. I loved that. I was so on board with that.
That's my Jason. That's my special
I think
boy.
Two. Swing and a miss. But you had Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher, Christopher Nolan, all the different comics, and the comics reboot themselves every fucking 2 years. And then the new movies too, and it's like, well, those are all Batman. And they putz around with shit. Yeah, and it's still the Joker. Everybody's gonna have a favorite version of it, but I don't know. Legacy characters in general are kind of weird to me in that way. Like, since they're constantly being reinvented, I think there's maybe you have like best versions, but I don't know if there's like, well, this he has to be like this or it's right, or it has to be like this or it's wrong. Because when the character's been around for a million years and dozens of different people have handled them, what do you do? And backstory is super important. And same with parents were killed. Oh, geez. Where she used to be an old crone, a very charming and sweet old crone, but not Marissa babe-ass Tomei. Good grief. I think if they're true to the spirit of the character, I think it's okay.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. Fuck. Here we go. Oh, you. Oh, I'm swinging a miss. Oh boy. Yeah. Superman's supposed to be an inspirational character, and if you don't, like, to me that matters more than what powers he has or what he looks like. He needs to be, he's supposed to be somebody you aspire to, and they keep making him not that, and it makes me sad.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Yeah, Man of Steel killed more people than Godzilla. Shit! Oh, look at this Evil Dead looking shit. Oh, damn, no. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just, it's because I feel it just boils down to Zack Snyder doesn't like or have a good handle on Superman. Right, we would have done that. I mean, you and I might have done that, but we're not Superman. Superman's supposed to be better than us. I think there's a place for a character who does things like that, but it shouldn't be Superman. That's what Hancock should have been, instead of whatever Hancock ended up being. Which was a weird mess halfway through. But still interesting. It was still interesting, but I was like, this isn't what I signed up for. Dude, Ted, that's a good point. Like, I'm pretty desensitized to weird reboots and sequels and stuff. Hey, I mean, to each their own. Different strokes, different folks. Yep, you got it. Alright. Alright. I used to really rage about this will seem really quaint and silly now. I used to really rage about Ghostbusters 2 and how it was a not worthy follow-up to the first movie. And then there was the Star Wars prequels. I used to rage about that. And at this point it's just like, who gives a shit? You know, RoboCop is my second favorite movie of all time, and they did that pretty like soulless, gutless remake, and I'm just like, oh well, what are you gonna do? Like, it just bounces off me now. I'm like, all right, and Star Trek's in that same boat. And Star Trek's an action series now. Okay, whatever, fuck it. Somebody likes it, you know. I was gonna say somebody likes it, so. Fine, it's just I don't like it. Not the end of the world. There's a bunch of shit I don't like. There's a bunch of shit I do like, and it's fine. People like different things. One of the most important things for me, continuing to grow as a person, is the minor meme I saw online, and I don't remember where it originated from, but it's just like, let people like things. And I'm like, yeah, just let people like things. Fuck, man. How much heat have I taken? How many times have people looked at me like I'm a goddamn serial killer? Because I'm like, I own every Godzilla movie. And they're like, why would you do that? What's wrong with your brain? Are you a crazy person? Does your brain not work? And it's like, fuck, man. I just like a thing. Who gives a shit? You probably like a weird thing. We all like a weird thing. And it's fine. It makes the world interesting. Well, here's a thing, and I didn't invent this idea. I read it somewhere. I thought it was fascinating. Think about how live theater works. We've been remaking Shakespeare plays for fucking 600 years, and nobody's mad about that. Different cast, different interpretations, different versions of the setting. It's still Macbeth. It's still, it's still Hamlet. It's still Romeo and Juliet. And you know, granted, it is weird. It is weird. But I think the point that makes is that there are stories that stick with us and they're worth retelling because some people haven't heard them before. And yeah, Ted, I could spend the next couple hours telling you why Ghostbusters 2 makes me so mad. But one of them is definitely that. How do you have a 112-foot marshmallow man walk down fucking Manhattan, and then 5 years later, everybody's like, "Oh, that was fake. These guys are fake. They're so fake. I don't like them now. Fuck you. This fucking marshmallow man. Everybody saw it." That's true. Rikio, you make a good and way too dark of a point for a Ghostbusters movie. As a pitch black point for a Ghostbusters movie, but it is technically true. Oh, yeah, yep, 5 years later, and I you know, now I hate to even bring this up. In the era of fake news, I'm sure that makes a lot more sense now. Oh, that didn't really happen. Okay. Those people are monstrous. I agree with that. I was just saying, Ted, I was just saying that in the stupid era of fake news that we're in, I'm sure there's plenty of people who would say, "Oh, yeah, that didn't happen. You're right. It was a false flag. The Marshmallow Man was a false flag operation. The Ghostbusters are actors." Yeah, people weren't like that in '89. Agreed. No, and that's why that plot point is still ridiculous. I will say, so my stance on Ghostbusters 2 has softened a shit ton. I used to think it was like the worst thing that ever happened, and now I'm like, it's a mediocre sequel. And the first act or two has some legitimately great bits. Mostly revolving around Egon, which I thought it was really cool because Bill Murray had fully become a superstar at that point. So like, let's give Harold Ramis some love, and I really liked that. He got the bit about he didn't have any toys as a kid. They had part of a Slinky and he straightened it. I think is a beautiful joke. I don't know. Bill wanted that on Ghostbusters 1. I believe it. Bill's a cool dude. I know it's become an overused meme that Bill Murray is cool, but it doesn't stop it from being true. Oh yeah, I mean, it's just the movie is just a misfire like in every possible way. They just had, and it's not the lady's fault. It is Feig. I do not like Paul Feig. I don't care for his humor or his directorial style. The best actors in the world couldn't have saved that. Yep. Yep, it's fucked up. Well, it's because he was so against doing it. And I remember a few years ago, he jokingly said on like David Letterman or something, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it if they kill me in the second reel," as a joke, because of course they wouldn't kill the bankable star of the film in the second reel, because that's insane. And then they did it. And I remember when he said that, there were the desperate fans who wanted Ghostbusters 3 to happen. The desperate fans were like, "Oh, that means he'll be a ghost. He'll be a ghost in the movie." It's like, that would be the worst. That would be the worst movie ever. Why would you make that? And you know, we got what we ended up with. They waited until Harold Ramis died. Yeah, it's sleazy. That whole thing is so sleazy. I don't care for it. Ooh,
holy shit! Is that a?
I got a closet kill. I think that's my first one of those. Yay! Oh, she's in here too. What the fuck? This cabin's like a clown car. I thought there was only one person in here, and there was 3. You silly assholes. Ugh, we're the counselors. We like to smoke weed and have premarital sex. Shut up. I'm Jason. You're done. Time for murder. You're dead. Alright, where are you at? Hello. Oh yeah, the faces on pretty much everyone during the Kimmel thing were very telling.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and
Yeah.
make them pay. You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home.
Yep, and it just looks like he died inside. It's tough, man. Well, and right before the Kimmel thing, some reporter like cornered Ernie Hudson and was like, "Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about the new movie?" And he was honest and said like, "I don't think it's a good idea." And then he had to backpedal it immediately because Sony's goons were like, "You better say you like it, or we'll sue you forever." And he's like, "I'm Ernie Hudson. I can't get sued by Sony, so yes, I guess I like it now." It's like, damn, man. It's a bummer. Everything about it is a sad bummer. Just like it's, and again, it's not because of the cast. It's because it's a sad piece of crap cash-in movie. I feel I feel almost as crummy about the RoboCop remake. It's just like, why, man? Or if you're gonna remake it, do it right. Do a good remake. Don't just. I know I said I was I know I said I was chill about crappy remakes and sequels, but they still bum me out. Because it's an opportunity. Every movie is an opportunity to make a good movie and tell a good story, and it just doesn't happen sometimes. And it's hard to do because there's so many moving parts. The fact that any movie is ever good is basically a miracle. Like, because it takes an army to make these movies. I don't know. Blah. Blah. Yeah. It's no good. It's no bueno. What are you gonna do? There's so many good remakes though. It's so possible to do. The Fly is amazing. The Thing is amazing. The Blob is amazing. I know those are all 80s remakes of 50s monster movies, but I guess they were on a roll. Yeah, that's true. I skipped those. Yeah, King Kong. They knock it out. Even 05, even Peter Jackson King Kong, which was bloated. I cried the first time I saw it. That's a silly thing to admit, but I did. It's true. As bloated and as in dire need of an editor as that movie was, the parts that worked fucking worked. So, yeah, the last 30 minutes is. Oh no! Did I just scar your roommate with my murder game? Hi, sorry. Uh-oh, you're cutting out. This is my last one. I'm calling it a night after this one. Cause I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting the video game sweats. I don't know if you've ever encountered that. Yeah, the Empire State Building sequence is, yeah, it is fantastic. And Skull... Yeah, it's rough. Oh yeah, fans are good. Actually, I do have a fan going, but I'm a sweaty boy. My body likes to sweat. It's not cool. Yeah, in the 05 version of Skull Island, they put so much thought into it by making, like, they really wanted to make a weird, like, monster ecosystem, and you know, it's cool. They spent too much time there, and it was a bloated mess, but you know, I appreciate the work that went into it. Oh yeah? I see it. I haven't played the game. I've been wanting to. I believe it. It is JonTron, and of course he's trying to kill me because he understands how this game works. They turned off team killing. So that guy's literally making his machete worse for nothing. I hope Jason kills him first. I would love that. It would be kind of immersion breaking, but I'd love if when you're playing as Jason, it gave you a readout on who was doing what shitty thing. So if you were that kind of player, you could target them first. Ted, are you saying that the PJ Kong is... Well, but Ted, are you... I can't talk. Ted, are you saying that the bullets kill him before he falls? Because in the movie, I think in the other movies, it's the fall that kills him. I never read that as him committing suicide. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's some... Oh, good. Alright, we gotta go. I always read that as him losing his grip because he was in so much pain from the bullets. I hadn't thought of it as him offing himself. That is... I hadn't thought of it that way. He consciously makes the decision to roll over the side in 76. See, now 76 is the one I'm the least familiar with. That one I have only seen... That's one I've seen in bits and pieces. Yeah. Yeah, that's always been my thought, was that he couldn't keep it together anymore. That's an interesting thought. I'm gonna look for that especially when I review 76. And super duper sad. Like, it's already a tragic character, and that's like, oh boy, just twist the knife that's in my gut. Let's make that even sadder. 33, he's leaning in toward the building and makes the decision to lean back a little and let go. Man! He realizes he's no longer king. Jesus, that is really fucking sad, dude. Oh, man. That movie's sad already. I just thought he, you know, from a purely physical point of view, just didn't have any fight left in him. Yeah. Oh yeah, Skull Island's definitely the least sad one. In 05, he's dead before he begins falling. Interesting. Interesting. So in that case, it was Planes that killed him. It wasn't Beauty that killed the Beast in 05. Irony. You know, Jack Black as Carl Denham was really controversial. I was fine with it. I thought he did a good job as like a sleazy huckster, a sleazy but kind of likable huckster. Oh, well, sure. I mean, everybody's better than that. Speaking of Matthew Broderick, I used to love Ferris Bueller's Day Off when I was in high school. And then the older you get, the more you hate Ferris. Like, I remember my older sister being like, man, fuck this movie, he's a dick. And I was like, no way, Rochelle, you're just saying that because, like, you wish you were him, or some dumb thing that I said as a high schooler. And then, with each passing year, I'm like, fuck this sociopath. He ruins Cameron's life. He's a piece of shit. He lies to everybody. Fuck Ferris Bueller. And so between that and Godzilla 98, I'm like, I don't think... And The Producers. I fucking hated the remake of The Producers. It's so hard to watch, because he's still doing his stage acting in a movie. So he's doing the big pantomime type shit. And so it looks terrifying up close in a movie. Ugh. So the only thing Matthew Broderick has left for me is Simba. So, and who knows? Maybe he'll ruin that somehow too. And Lily? Oh, Louie. I thought you said Lily. I'm like, I don't know what Lily is. You know what? And he was... I was gonna say, he was also in... There's, if you guys like Nick... I don't know if anybody likes Nick Kroll. But, I thought Kroll Show was fantastic once I got into it, and then him and John Mulaney took two of their funniest characters and made it into a stage show called Oh Hello, and that would have been a crazy show to see live, because every night they would pull a celebrity guest from the audience and just roast them. And in the one that's on Netflix, it's not Matthew Broderick is there, but the main guest is Steve Martin, which, wow, I love me some Steve Martin. Yeah, it's a good ass show. I would say you don't have to watch Kroll Show to get it. You'll get more out of it if you watch Kroll Show, but it's just a really funny show. The original Carl Denham wasn't a sleazy huckster, but I don't know. I liked that version. I think, but you know, it just boils down to I like Jack Black. I think he is overused and can be a bit much, but in the right dose, I like him. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is my mood.
Holy shit, is that a dead body?
That scared me. They got me. They got me. Oh no. I wanted to kick the head around. There we go. Sorry. Oops. Oh fuck. Alright, Jason, what's your problem? Oh, Jesus. Oh no. Whew. We out. We out. Was that the last one? That was a quick one. Dang, that was an efficient Jason.
Mommy is proud of you.
Yowza.
But it's time to come home now.
I would say Carl Denham maybe wasn't a sleazy huckster in 33, but he wasn't a nice guy either. I did last to the end. I'll take it. Just like in real life, that's how you win, right? You outlive all your loved ones. It's a race. A backwards race, like golf. Well, Jack Black did that too, technically. I don't know. We gotta wrap it up. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Ted, Ariccio, you're the best. Thanks for yakking with me all night while I play Jason. It's been illuminating. And if there's anybody else watching, you guys know all this shit, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just in case. I'm Matt. This is Super Apartment Friends. We're normally on every Thursday night from 10 to midnight Eastern Time. We're also on Facebook as Super Apartment Friends and Twitter as Super APT Friends. I post stuff on there during the week, goofy game shit. This month, we're Spooker Apartment Fiends, so we're playing spooky shit all the time. Ted, I didn't forget about Dracula X. That's still coming. Riccio, I didn't forget about Silent Hill 3. That's still coming. Matt, I didn't forget about the Ghostbusters 360 game. That's still coming. And yeah, the plan for next week is up in the air. I haven't locked anything in yet. Because with Silent Hill 3, I'm trying to lock in our guest player. Because that'll be fun. But yeah, we'll see. It's all fluid. It's all loosey-goosey. Yeah, I think that's it. Dudes. Thanks for sticking with me. It's 2 in the morning. Whoa. I'm going to bed. Or am I? I might just play this more secretly. I'm probably going to bed. But yeah, you guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in. I love everyone forever. Bip, 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 bip. Oops. Be sure to smash that like button. You got it. Bye.